Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me today for another installment of Random Rosters. It is Tuesday on youtube.com/SeannosaurusRex or a Saturday night on twitch.tv/SeannosaurusRex. I almost flipped those. You can catch these streamed live on Twitch Saturdays after baseball, approximately 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, but you'd want to jump in probably a little bit earlier because the games don't always take an hour and a half, but sometimes they start late. It's a whole big mess. You should just watch the whole stream, and if you have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming. If you have Prime Gaming, you have a free Prime sub that you can give me if you so desire. Today we have the wild card round, full wild card round for you. Colts, Broncos, Jets, Patriots. San Francisco's taking on Washington, a surprise winner of the NFC East, and then the Rams and the Cardinals. So two divisional matchups today. The Broncos are the worst team in the playoffs. They are an under 500 team. Though I would expect them to make a Super Bowl run and somehow win it, because that is how sometimes this game works. But we're going to jump in here. We'll be just going right down the list, and that's the plan. Subscribe, ring the bell if you'd like more from me. Tuesdays is Random Rosters if you are interested in that. So here we go. I went to the wrong one. There we go. Colts and Broncos. Game number one. The NFL playoffs getting ready to start. Did not mean to lock that. And we get a little pregame action. The 26th overall team, but they have top 10 offense and bottom 3 defenses, bottom 4 defenses. The Broncos are 8th overall, but they're terrible. They have a top 10 passing defense and rushing offense. The passing offense and the rushing defense are bottom 3rd. Or bottom 4th even. What a weird matchup.
Hello there, and welcome to
the 7-9 AFC West winning Denver Broncos. Gross. The whole of that is gross. Okay, we'll go here and we will go there. And then I think I put one in for this. There it is. Week 18. Oops. Actually, I'm going to have to rename that. My goodness. Sean, have you ever done this before?
For defensing passes up the middle. He's got what it takes to turn the tide just like that. Defensively, in the regular season, he's averaged 5 tackles and just under a sack a game.
So here we go, about to get playoff game number 1 underway. Throw this in MLB The Show. Where is that?
We choose heads.
The Show 24.
It is tails.
And then where is this?
The Broncos elect to receive, and we're ready to start the game.
So here we go. The Denver Broncos have the home field advantage because they won the AFC West. They have to face like an 11-5 Indianapolis Colts team. It's the Peyton Manning Bowl, and it's going to get us started here on Twitch and on YouTube. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. The kick is away, and we are set for NFL action here. 5 yards deep. They're going to return it. A little surprising, but he's going to get up past the 20, the 25, to the 30 before finally getting knocked down at the 32-yard line. So a terrific run back, and a run back right up the middle. Right up the middle. Hopefully we have some better games than we did last week. Some of those games were a little anticlimactic, and turns out they didn't really matter. Lions took care of business only for it to not really matter in the end. We're going to have a lot of NFC West teams to deal with throughout this playoff situation. Denver with Jake Plummer throws into double coverage. We're going to see a pass interference here on... That's sad. There we go. First and 10 from the 39, so it's a short penalty, but it is a first down for the Broncos. Tonight I'll be back with MLB Baseball. It'll be Game 2 against the Cincinnati Reds, so tune in for that if you're interested. 2 receivers, both sides of the formation. They're going to shift. Number 28 back into the backfield. It's a single back set. They're going to go with a run. He'll pick up a yard and a half, but they will call it 2nd down and 9. We'll take a look at the Broncos offense.
Derek Deese inspires his teammates to give it their all on every play.
Next up, the receiving core.
Troy Brown adds a lot to this pack
Actually
of
need to
receivers.
bump this up just a
In the
little
regular
bit.
season, he's averaged 74 yards on 6 catches a game.
Finally, here's the general and
Jake Plummer, Fred Taylor, Stanley Pritchett. I mean, this should be an offense that clicks a little bit more, but it just doesn't.
He's averaged 58 yards on 15 carries a game.
I think having such an unbalanced team, having top 10 pieces of your team and bottom 8 pieces of your team, like, adds to just... I mean, it adds to a 7-9 record.
It's 2nd and 9. Conway.
So 2nd down and 9 with an offset I formation. They had one receiver split to both sides, either side of the formation. They're going to motion into the slot.
Will run it.
And that motion, I think, might mean a run for the Denver Broncos. So pay attention to that as we move through this game. They've had 2 plays with motion. They have had 2 runs. I don't remember if the first play did have motion or not, so I could be a little off on that.
Long.
Up now are the linebackers.
Jason Gilden is the man who brings the hurt here.
And lastly, the secondary.
Patrick Surtain flies around the field and gets in receivers' faces.
Let's get back to the game.
I believe Patrick Surtain the second still, or is in the league right now.
It's 3rd and 5.
Single back set for the Denver Broncos.
And they're
2 receivers
tight
top
end to the
side. Kind of a jumbo set there on the line. No motion. That's going to be a pitch to the outside. Kind of hurdled the first guy a little bit, but the second Colt is there to knock him down. They'll call it I think it was a loss of 1, maybe a slight gain. Doesn't matter because it's 4th down and 4. We have Bronco heads taking on Bronco feet.
Sauerbrunn comes in and will punt it away.
This would be a very rare postseason game where the home team would probably be underdogs by a lot.
Cartwright catches it.
Nice ducking and weaving up there by Cartwright. It's a return, about 13, which is kind of average.
We'll see how they're
It's on the high side. Usually kind of use a range, so maybe not a great use of the word average there, because an average would be like 7.42.
31-yard line.
Whereas I think in this case you're looking at a kind of a range of 8 to 12 yards.
Greasy, no shotgun.
Greasy right over the middle up the seam, and that is a terrific snag to pick up a first down past the 45-yard line. I love the quick snap or quick release of the ball here. We'll see it gets into his hands and out immediately. Ward
Take a look.
and Greasy on the same page. That would absolutely be a late hit, deservedly so in today's league. If the ball was so far gone. Probably a good thing it wasn't a penalty back then, because that would create a lot of havoc in these old games. But it's 1st down and 10 for the Indianapolis Colts down at the 46-yard line. Shift into the backfield, creates a single back set, another throw right over the middle, and the Colts see something that they like. The matchups, or just kind of the way the defense is set initially, creating a couple of wide open receptions here. I would argue, okay, not as open as I thought, but still kind of threw them open there on that play. That's a nice little 12-yard gain.
For a ball like that, but he manages to get under the ball. Fantastic play. Ball at the 43-yard line.
1st down and 10.
Wilkins goes in motion.
Smith finds a little bit of room up the middle. I'll give him 4 on the carry. 2nd down and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Don't give him an inch, baby. Don't give him an inch. You run,
In Denver territory, they're going to go with a pitch to the outside. Number 20 just could not pick up a block. That is a massive loss caused by that Broncos defense. A great job to get into the backfield and take advantage of a really poor blocking effort. You'll see number 20 there on the left side of your screen as he contacts. Actually, you don't really see him all that much. Just did not pick him up. They gained 4 yards and then lost 5 yards, and it's 3rd down and 11. Minute and 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
It's 3rd and 11. Just one man in the backfield. Greasy is back. Throws.
Greasy throws. It's caught right at the line. Actually, they're going to give him an extra yard or yard and a half. It's a nice grab by Hines Ward. And it will be a first down.
It got tipped away, but he reacted fast and made the catch. Boy, I bet waitresses love him.
Yeah, right. Oh, I got it. He's great with tips.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got very confused where they were going with that. I got locked into the commentary there in my headphones.
Ball on the 32.
It's a big 3rd down conversion there. Indianapolis controlling the clock. They haven't gotten like super far up the field. They're kind of getting chunk plays, especially in the passing game of about 12 yards. The running game's been okay here or there. There's a delayed handoff. Nice spin move.
A gain of 4.
They'll pick up 4.
Let's run down the Colts offense.
Oh, we still haven't even seen the Colts offense. What the heck? Did we see the Broncos defense?
Stussy keeps the quarterback healthy, and he and his line are ready to go.
Up now are the receivers.
Terrell Owens leads this squad, putting on a big show for the fans. In the regular season, he's averaged 88 yards and
Hines
around a
Ward,
touchdown
Terrence
a game.
Wilkins, Tony McGee.
And lastly, the man who calls the plays and the guys who back him up.
Brian Greasy puts on a good show with these other two. For the regular season passing, he's averaged 188 yards and just under 2 touchdowns a game.
Okay, back to the action. Ball at the 27-yard line.
Okay. I don't know why you told me twice that the Mariners game was starting. There's a handoff. Wow, nice moves there to wiggle through. A lot of movement on that left stick there. And they'll pick up a first down. It'll be Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith? They was just there and I totally missed it.
Scoreless game.
As we begin quarter number 2. No score, but the Colts are driving. They haven't been maybe the best or most efficient team, but they have looked pretty okay. There's a nice find over the middle. You got to come down with that catch. That is where they have made so much of their work. Has been right over the middle of the field. The Broncos defense not doing a great job at adjusting to that. That felt like it should have been a completed pass, but it was just wasn't meant to be.
Pulls together all the loose ends and reads the quarterback's eyes like a book.
Okay, not really sure why my
we have the secondary.
Lawyer Malloy
headset died there.
The and gets in
oh, because I bopped them.
Now
Okay,
back
never
to
mind.
the game. Second and 10.
8-play, 52-yard drive. 3 minutes, 12 seconds off the clock. Greasy. Again, right over the middle. It's incomplete again. Is that back-to-back passes to number 82, which would mean back-to-back drops by number 82? Got to come up with those plays. Big 3rd down. Indianapolis has already converted a 3rd down and 11 on this drive. Do they have a 3rd and 10 conversion in them? Broncos can hold for a field goal try. It's incomplete again. That's unbelievable. Oh my goodness. It's maybe not a great throw, but it's at least in the hands. 3 straight incompletions.
Wilkins can put his team on top with this kick here.
Man, that pulls the Indianapolis Colts, or I guess stops the Colts drive dead in its tracks.
It's up.
Kick is up. It looked a little wide to the right, but it does break back toward the middle. It'll be 3-0. with 4:48 to go here in the second quarter.
Makes the kick. Watch here. Right through the uprights for 3.
That is a very tough kick.
I love the holder. Once it's out of the hand, just stand up and stare.
The Colts put the first points on the board, 3-0.
11 play, 52-yard drive, 3:18 off the clock. Kind of a horrible end when you get that deep into the opponent's territory. You want to polish that off with 6 or 7, I guess. And they were not able to do that. 3 bad drops.
Westbrook fields it deep.
Number 45 coming up with a pretty big hit. He'll get it out past the 20 to about the 22-yard line. We're not going to see a whole lot as far as the Sega Sports ticker is concerned.
All on the 23.
Everybody's watching. It's time to shine.
So from the 23-yard line, Denver with their second possession of the day. They're going to go with a handoff to the outside. Not well blocked again. And the rushing game hasn't been particularly effective for either team. I don't know if the running game works all that well to the outside anyway.
Ball at the 24-yard line.
Here we go with another handoff, this time the opposite way. Blocked pretty well on the outside and a big run up to the, almost to the 40-yard line, just short of it. But that's a big gain there by Fred Taylor in this Broncos offense. Looking to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Run. He puts the pedal to the metal from the word go and doesn't let up until they finally snag him. But it sure took him a while.
He is the man of the hour in my book, Peter. All on the 39. They go with a split backfield.
First down and 10.
Goes in motion.
Split back formation. Gonna go with a run. It looks like the right side of that line, the offense's right side, looks like it's blocking a little bit better than the left side, or maybe the left side of the offensive line or the right side of the defensive line. That left side could be a little stronger on the Colts part of their team. They haven't gotten a lot out that way. Far sideline.
But he's got to stay healthy.
Conway in motion.
None of that really made sense. Sorry. Second down and 10. Plummer drops back. Throws a little short route to the outside. Tackled past the first down marker. And the Broncos will get a fresh set of downs with 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Into a little bit more of a rhythm here. Near side has been the better area for the Broncos as far as yards gained on this drive. Any kind of semblance of pace or... Okay. First down and 10. Goes with a handoff to Taylor, and again goes to the far sideline, and you'll never guess what happened. It's a loss.
And a nice stop to the outside. Real quick reflexes.
My first instinct was to go, hey, maybe the outside run game just doesn't work well in this game. There's just something with that side of the line that is not working for the Broncos or is amazing for the Colts. 2 receivers to the top and bottom of your screen. They're going to try that side again, and that side again provides or produces nothing. Or provides nothing. Both. Third down and 12 after this 2-minute warning. 3-0 Indianapolis, and this is where the game does start to get a little funky. Teams don't use timeouts correctly. They run weird plays. There's no semblance of any sort of pace or awareness of the situation around them. So we'll see what they dial up for third down and 12. Broncos drop back, fire, short of the first down marker, just got to make a tackle, made a man miss, and he's off and running inside the 25 down to the 20. And they'll actually call him down to the 19.5-yard line for a first down in the red zone. That's a great play.
Westbrook nabs the
I hate to
football
beat
for
a dead
nice
horse,
reception.
which is doubly offensive to both of these teams because they're both horse-related.
Sir, that's just the first act of a
Lovely little
beautiful
stutter step there to get
play.
past number
Sterling effort
37.
all around.
It's the near sideline. That has been the Broncos offense this entire drive. It's unbelievable. It's wild. And that play shouldn't have even been a first down conversion, but a great move to get just enough of an angle on that defender to get past the line to gain. Run up the middle, picks up a yard.
And makes the tackle just past the
And they'll
line.
work it down inside 120.
Guard, but there wasn't much room past the line of scrimmage on that one.
It's 2nd and 9.
Broncos working with some form of hurry-up offense. Wouldn't be surprised if this is just a straight run up the middle again. No, they're going to try and bounce it outside. You'd love to see a timeout. There you go. There you go.
It's 3rd and 11.
Going deep. It's going deep. One left.
3rd and 11.
Throws.
Broncos, they're going to take a reception there.
The Broncos will take a
Oh, the
timeout
Broncos took a
after
timeout. Oh my goodness. I was ready to compliment the Eggs. It's actually not a terrible time to get a completed pass there because it would run the clock. But instead they called a timeout even though they didn't have to. They would have had to snap the ball before the end of the half anyway. They gave him an extra 50 seconds.
It's away.
And they missed the field goal. Oh my God. Oh. How did Denver make the postseason?
Well, if
They called a timeout. Oh my.
could put them in the lead.
What a colossal
Boost going into halftime.
mistake by the Denver Broncos. A terrible miss. We don't see a lot of misses in this game field goal wise. Holy cow.
Smith with the carry.
Smith looking for some room.
Hijacks that play after a couple of yards.
Picks up 4.
Picks up a few there.
No
May not
hustle
look like much, Dan,
or
but
rush
getting
from
those
the
early yards makes
Indianapolis
second and third
Colts
down
here, or maybe I should call them the Clots.
Ball at the 32-yard line.
The Roger Clots.
Smith with the ball. It's inside.
We're gonna hand it to Smith up the middle. 3rd down and 5.
UCLA.
Well, this run gets stuffed as well, and it's because the O-line's having real problems getting any real push this drive. They got to put something together if they want to run the ball.
It's 3rd and 5. Reese leads back.
Reese throws. It's a nice completion, but
Well past the chain gang.
they
First
just
down. That will
no
do it for
hustle,
the
no
The score, 3-0.
God, what is that word? I don't know. I always blank on it.
Halftime update with Clark Dishman is
You
coming
take a look at
up.
the halftime report. I'm going to think about that
Welcome to this
word.
playoff edition of the ESPN Halftime Update. Here's a breakdown of the numbers from the first half.
Very even
Both
game.
come into halftime having held
Like,
their own in this
shockingly
game,
even.
and it's due in no small part to an effective run-stopping
Even
front
like the
line.
balance
The
is
numbers
like
tell the
wildly
story here.
close.
Hines Ward has
Hines
hauled
Ward
down
hot at the
passes for a
half,
total of 40
absolutely.
yards, and he accomplished that on 3 catches. A clear choice for our ESPN hot at the half player. That will do it for now. I'm Clark Dishman reminding you to tune in to ESPN's post-game show at the conclusion of the game. Let's send you back to Dan and Peter.
So we will begin half number 2. Indianapolis will take the ball first. Denver down 3-0 after taking a terrible timeout. They do get bailed out because Indianapolis doesn't like run an efficient offense at all. And I don't think there are a lot of teams that actually do.
It's off.
Maybe it's just kind of a new school sort of thought as far as like
In the end zone.
trying to double up. But I mean, they had a bunch of timeouts. A nice run back there to the 29-yard line will set them up with pretty good field position. So it's a little weird.
Well,
It's
this game could go either way, Dan, and that's what makes this
It's what
drive
makes
critical.
playing
They'd love
or
to put
watching
points
these
on the
older
board
games
right
kind of
here.
interesting just from a gameplay style. I feel like, you know, they've sharpened so much. They've figured everything out that you could possibly figure out in football.
Smith will run it. There's space wide left.
And they're going to go try that far sideline.
Third this afternoon.
They'll pick up 1.
Took this
It'll be
one left
2nd
side
down
of the
and
line,
9.
But he's barely past the line of scrimmage before he stopped.
It's 2nd and 9.
Carnell Lake, 3 tackles today. He's a familiar face. Might just have a picture that stands out or keeps ending up on teams that are in the playoffs. Or at least in the playoff hunt.
It'll make this 3rd down a whole lot
Pick up an extra controller for multiplayer action. So real it sweats. Sega Sports. Thank you, Sega Sports, for sponsoring today's video. Just kidding, it's not.
3rd and less than a yard.
So 3rd down and 1. Could be a big stop for the Broncos. But they're not going to get it. Instead, they're going to give up an easy 1st down, and he's going to get away from a couple of tackles out near midfield. Tackled at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Colts.
Antoine Smith made a miraculous recovery there, coming back from the
We're going to hopefully get a good look at this because it was a really nice play. He had the 1st down pretty easily, but a good job to stay on his feet. A little bit of over pursuit there, though not necessarily the Broncos defender's fault. Trying to fight through the block.
Ball at the 49-yard line. They line up with their tight end left.
So 1st down and 10. They're going to try to get Smith some more rushing yards, but unfortunately he'll probably lose 1. And could be a big injury for this Broncos defense as he is down for an extra moment there. They're going to give him a loss of 2, 2nd down and 12.
2nd down.
Ball on the 47.
12 yards to go.
Greasy aids back.
Greasy drops back and fires over the middle. Hit again, dropped. 82. At least 2 drops, maybe a 3rd in there.
It's now 3rd and 12.
Third down and 12. Greasy throws. They're going to go for that kind of short and middle of the field sort of play, and that's time they'll pick up a 1st down. Another long 3rd down conversion for the Colts. The Broncos have done a good job at times of at least forcing a 3rd down, a long 3rd down. But they have, unfortunately, at times given up big plays. There were a couple of guys who maybe had a shot at it. You could see the player jump in front, looking like they were going for the tip or the interception. And that allowed the Colts receiver room to grab that ball and turn upfield. So 1st and 10 inside Broncos territory, the 39-yard line. I think they were right around midfield on that previous play. Split back set as they approach halfway through the 3rd quarter, entirely possessed by the Colts into a bit of double coverage. Behindsboard comes up with the reception. He's inside the 10 and taken down from behind all the way down to the 4-yard line. That is who Greasy needs to continually go with the ball. I don't think there's not another receiver on this offense that has been as consistent or reliable as Hines Ward.
Flipping a coin to see who's going to cream you. Terrific job by the receiver.
Flipping a coin to see who's going to what now? Who's going to cream me? The dream? So 1st and goal. It's a really nice play by Hines Ward. 7 for 11, 106 yards.
Will sit this play out after the big game.
Colts 2nd time inside the red zone. They're smartly going to go with the run here. They weren't great at the passing game. I like trying to go with a run on a 1st down, 2nd down. I think lose a little bit of ground, maybe a yard or so. See if you can create some room for Hines Ward.
The good news is that the team doctor said that the x-rays on his foot were negative. The bad news is that he's finished for the game and may be out for up to 4 weeks.
Well, it's nice to hear.
So the Broncos will be missing a piece on defense for the remainder of the game, and should they win, they could be down a couple of, missing that piece for a couple of weeks. Got the yardage they lost back, and maybe just a touch more. But it is 3rd down and goal. And this Broncos defense has done a great job of bending but not breaking. The last time the Colts were inside the 20, they forced 3 incomplete passes. This time they're inside the 20. 2 runs for half a yard, maybe. Big 3rd and goal inside a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. He goes for Hines Ward, and that's who you're looking for. Touchdown, Colts. It's a terrible animation pull. 21, I don't know where number 21 is going. He was fighting with him at the line. Good anticipation of where Hines Ward was going to be. Found him in the end zone for 6, 9-0. With the extra point pending.
It's up.
Event or kick is up. Kick is good. Hold on, give it that. Good. I said event because it's like live event. I don't need a live event. I just want to see.
They are now up 10-0.
2-1 Cubs.
Wilkins is back to kick it away.
Emerson Hancock not pitching terribly. I feel like the Mariners have a lot of pitchers. Oh, you're like giving me full updates. I don't need that. Oh, please no. Why?
Well, they're down a bit,
I don't
but
need
they have
this.
plenty of time
Turn
to
that
work
off.
with.
Oh,
Okay,
I accidentally
that
turned it
being
on.
said,
My
they
bad.
would love to put some points on the board.
That's on
this
me.
drive and
That's on me.
Keep it from getting away from them.
Dismiss.
Ball on the 20.
It's like, would you like to have a survey to have help YouTube? Like, well, put my videos for everyone to see them. Give me money. There's a nice find for the Broncos. There's a flag down. Oh, this could be huge. Is it going to be pass interference? I don't know. He was very open, or is it a hold in the backfield? It's a hold. Oh, no. Holding on number 63 wipes away a huge gain, and instead it's 1st and 20.
The guilty party, let's watch.
Oh, my goodness.
A huge mistake.
And the ball was well gone. Oh, my goodness. That's an unbelievably horrible penalty.
Ball at the 10-yard line.
Back it up, Eddie. Keep walking backwards.
Brown's wide right. And we'll see if he can repeat his performance from the last play. Plummer fades back. Barely gets it off. Brown was the intended receiver, incomplete.
Wow, his pass really got sandbagged by the wind there. Better rely on the running game until this windsock is flying your way.
My goodness. I cannot believe how bad that penalty was. That was like that would have doubled the Broncos offensive output right there. That is unbelievable. Plummer drops and fires off the fingers and drops. Looked like he had a pretty good read on it, but just a little, like the ball was like a touch underthrown. And he might be just a little too fast. He tried to bring it back, but the momentum seemed to pull him away from that ball. It's 3rd down and 20. I mean, you're talking about, that's field goal range. I know they already missed a field goal, but you could turn this into a 7-point game. Throw is going to be well short, or reception is going to be well short of the line to gain. 4th and 11. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
It's the end of the 3rd quarter. The Colts are serving up a shutout, 10-0.
I can't believe that penalty. And the penalty was like kind of like, oh my gosh, that was awful in the first place. But then when you look at the replay and you see what it was, like, oh my God. Unreal. 4th down and 11 as we start the 4th quarter. Probably might have put the Denver Broncos playoff for their season. May have ended the season, honestly. There's a nice run back to the 48-yard line. But the defense has done a good job. They've bent but not broken. They did give up the touchdown, but they did make him at least fight for it on a 3rd down play. They haven't really given up the big play. They've just given up larger chunks at bad, like the worst possible time. First down and 10. They're going to try and find somewhere to go up the middle. Not a whole lot of room. They'll give them a yard. Second down and 9.
Much room past the line of scrimmage on that one.
They're going to shift into some kind of
Ball at the 49-yard line.
clock management offense here. They're going to go with another run.
Clemens with the tackle.
This might let the Broncos stick around to this game a little bit longer. If they keep going to Hines Ward, they could probably kick a field goal to put this game, not like away, but like put another nail in that coffin. I mean, you're definitely going to be able to knock this to under 3 minutes. Closer to like 2.5 or so. Depending on when they snap it, I wasn't paying attention to it last time. I'll snap it a little closer to 10. There's a catch, and that'll be a first down. Those are the back-breaking plays that the Denver Broncos have not been able to prevent on a consistent basis throughout this game.
Nice completion here.
And finally, a completion. It's one of those little easy snap, quick throws. And Wilkins is stopped well short. Sorry, not well short. And Wilkins is stopped, but not before he gets that first down. That means they'll be able to knock 2 more minutes off this clock. 2:40. It's closer to 2, though, because they did snap it with about 10 seconds remaining. And I do appreciate that this is here. It's going to sound weird as a commentator because you want stuff to be happening on screen, but this is what happens in the NFL. You just don't have to watch it because they show a bunch of they show a bunch of replays.
Smith with the catch. Charges.
A gain of 6 on the play.
So was that popcorn bucket like
4 yards.
real or no? Oh my goodness. I'll take this down to the 2-minute warning.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. Second and 4.
Watch for the run. Watch for the run.
Okay. 2 minutes to go here. Second down and 4. I'm going to pitch to the outside. Nice block. A little kick out block there is going to give him a fresh set of downs and a timeout. Timeout Denver.
A tremendous run here. Just look at all the yards he's picking up. No one is going to stop him.
And no one did.
So you kind of wonder if, like, let's say the hold doesn't happen, right? There's no point in this. My mom gets, like, kind of irritated. Well, if they hadn't done this, well, it happened, so it doesn't matter. Even if they had gotten a field goal, their defense hasn't shown the ability to slow this team down.
Ball at the 20.
Though the field position would be a little bit different, obviously. I mean, I still think you're looking at a situation where you're going to burn these timeouts and not going to have enough time to really do a whole lot. There's timeout number 2. First down's going to just about end this game. Lord help us if they score a touchdown. Second down and 5. 1 timeout remaining for the Denver Broncos.
1:50 on the game clock.
Oh, the Colts are going to... That was a weird way to take it, but it doesn't matter because he's going to get the first down, and that will be the 3rd and final timeout for Denver. We should see them just take knees.
And the first down. The Broncos.
This
take a
Broncos
timeout.
defense.
That's
You
their
can't have a
final
bend
one.
but don't break defense. This is the
Fire on that run. Talk about keeping
This
it
is the
flowing, man.
expected result. Indianapolis is the far better team. Denver got into this with a losing record. The AFC West was absolute garbage this year.
Quarter mile time.
And Indianapolis was in a tough but very competitive AFC North.
43 seconds left.
South, excuse me. AFC South. And an AFC South team that sent a couple of teams to the playoffs. I believe they got 2 AFC East teams as well. The North and the West only sending 1 team apiece.
Second down. 10 yards to go.
Whereas on the NFC side of things, you have 3 teams from the NFC West and 1 team from every other division. So a couple more plays, and we will solidify that the Indianapolis Colts are going to make their way. I believe they're the 5 seed in here, so they would, I guess it would depend on what the next game is. We could see another divisional matchup.
It's second and goal.
A divisional rivalry in the divisional round.
He'll take a knee.
Take a
And the
knee.
clock
It's
will
3rd
wind
down and goal now. Going to come out in a field goal formation for 4th down.
Third and goal. He'll take a knee, and the clock will wind down. There's the whistle, and that's the end of the game. The Colts come out on top, 10-0. Well, that should do it for today. On behalf of myself, Peter O'Keefe, and Michelle Westfall, I'm Dan Stevens.
10-0 to score here, and the expected result, the Indianapolis Colts come into Denver and pick up a victory. And they will punch their ticket to the divisional round. Holding penalty was absolutely disastrous for the Denver Broncos. I don't think it really affected the outcome of the game. Their offense was inconsistent, and their defense let up too many big plays at the wrong times. And that's kind of what you're looking at. Hines Ward was just too good today. Your player of the game was 6 receptions, 84 yards, 35 after the catch, and a long of 35, 1 touchdown on the afternoon. So that will eliminate the Denver Broncos, and we will move on to our next game, which will be the... I'm going to save just to kind of make sure. Super sure. Oops, come on. It'll be 74 degrees here tomorrow. Dang. Daggone. Ta-dum. So, what a beautiful day to stay inside and play video games. I gotta go to the store tomorrow. I don't want to do that. Jets and Patriots is game number 2, an AFC East divisional matchup. Home team would mean that the Patriots won the AFC East, but the Jets gave it a good run. They're the 13th ranked overall team. They're a little more even, though that passing offense at number 25 is a little worrying. Patriots are a little more balanced as well, though they have better balance because everything's at least in the top half of the league.
We'll see how it unfolds with Dan Stevens and
We
Peter
get set
O'Keefe
for
out
game
at
number
Foxborough.
2 of 4 today.
Hello there.
We
and
go to a
welcome
wintry
an exciting
Foxborough.
wild card game at CMGI Field.
CMGI.
I'm Dan Stevens with Peter O'Keefe.
You mean Gillette
Peter,
Stadium
how
or
about
whatever it's
giving us the
called?
lowdown?
We'll go week
Dan, I like these guys. They know how to pass rush, but they are especially
Zach
skilled
Thomas and
at
Jeremiah
dropping
Trotter,
back into
who they are
coverage to
highlighting
defeat a
today.
pass. Zach Thomas comes in with a crazy look in his eye. You know, the one that makes the ball carriers a little nervous. And you can't coach that. And over here,
Oh,
we
you
have
can't
another
coach that.
do-it-all kind of
Why is that your
linebacker warming
catchphrase?
up.
Of all the
Jeremiah
catchphrases to
Trotter
have,
comes
you
in
can't
as one of
coach
the
that. It
better
seems
pass
pretty
rushers
dumb.
on this team. lasering through the O-line for some impressive stats. Defensively, in the regular season, he's averaged 7 tackles and didn't get to the quarterback often.
Peter, thanks. It's time now for the coin toss.
You want tails? Tails is called. Tails it is.
Peyton Manning versus Dante Culpepper. This is a great matchup.
The Jets will receive, and we're about to get underway. Stover will kick it off to start the first half. Got all of his leg behind this one.
All of that leg.
Jordan catches
And they
it
won't
in
take a
the
knee.
end.
That's probably a smart move on their part.
Turning it and will down it. Ball at the 20-yard line. Tight end is lined up on the right side.
So from the 20-yard line, the Jets will get this game started with Sean Alexander picking up 6. Off that kind of right side. Everybody's dirty already. Everyone has the exact same dirty patterns on their pants.
Second and 4.
Keep your eyes open. Don't give him an inch.
Alexander.
Culpepper with a handoff to Alexander yet again. He'll pick up 2. And he'll gain the third of the yards that he did on the previous play, but it still sets up third down and short. Very manageable 3rd and 2. Probably only needed to say that once. I gotta watch more of my favorite commentators.
It's 3rd and 2.
To learn from them. How to be as concise as possible while still getting helpful and useful information out there. 3 straight run plays to start the game. Alexander does a good job to stay on his feet. They're going to give him the first down. Wow, I don't think he got to the line, but the officials say sure. That's a big first down. My goodness.
And that will give his quarterback more time.
Next up, the receiving corps.
Joe Horn stands out as the best of the bunch. In the regular season, he's averaged 79 yards on 5 catches a game.
Last but not least, we have these 3 gentlemen.
I thought he was short the whole way. And then he stayed on his feet, and then you see sometimes they'll call him short because he makes extra effort to stay on his feet. There are a few separate reasons why that is a surprising first down, but it's a first down nonetheless. The Jets off to a good start here. 3 straight runs. Boy, these are 2 teams you'd probably like to see in the playoffs because they're far better than the Denver Broncos, huh? It's a shame they have to take each other out in the wild card round. Huge run by Alexander. He's still on his feet after the stiff arm. A block in the back is likely going to be called as he springs inside the 20 down to around the 15-yard line. Check the flag, but you saw it pretty clearly on our screen. Block in the back. Clipping. Oh my goodness. It's 1st and 25. Where was the clipping?
By not using his head here. Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Easy call for
Oh,
the
okay. That's a block in the back. Okay. It was what we... So it'll be 1st and 25.
Ball at the 15-yard line.
Wait, what?
Alexander will line up as the lone setback.
Is this a glitch?
Pick up last play. Culpepper drops back. Nearly gets it off.
Oh my goodness.
The 40,
It doesn't matter. Oh my goodness.
30,
Down to the 30, inside the 20. It's 1st and 10.
20-yard line.
Okay, hold on. There's no way that penalty should have been that
Jackpot on that play. Watch it again.
bad of a...
There's the catch, and he just goes.
They,
and
like,
goes
flipped the
and
field. It should have been first and 25 from, like, the 30? 35-yard line, something like that.
You don't like me,
But instead it was-
talking, but I'm always
what is
thinking,
that?
Can I say
20?
You can't coach that right here.
35, 55 yards difference? What?
The Jets have a first after the big pass.
It didn't matter, but my goodness.
Connor lines up wide right after racking up the yards last play.
I am flabbergasted at some of the penalties and that specific one's implementation as we work our way through game number 2. Thankfully, it's not too bad. They were able to get the big play. If you don't get the big play, you do concern yourself with the integrity of the game. But it's fine. It's fine. First down and 10 inside the 20. Well, second down after the previous play.
Before the rest do.
Finally, Peter, the secondary.
Brock Marion disrupts pass attempts all day long.
Let's get back to the game. Second and 10. They have 3 receivers in. Culpepper drops back.
Culpepper drops back and fires, finds a completion. A dive attempt is made, but it's no good, and it's a touchdown. Trying to slow him up, but could not get there in time. You can see it right there, and it's 6. Hey, I feel like we're a little lucky here.
Rackers will line up for the point after. It's away. The extra point is good. The Jets.
So the second, or the extra point, excuse me, is up, and it is good. We have a 7-0 Jets lead. Nearly a disastrous penalty, and I would argue a more disastrous penalty just because of the implementation of it rather than the actual penalty itself. We've seen 2 pretty big ones. I was thinking about the fact during that Broncos penalty, I was thinking about how I played like a full season of ESPN NFL 2K5 on the Xbox years and years ago, and there would be times where like a holding penalty would say that it was for like a rush off the right side for negative 86 yards. You're like, what in the world are you talking about? So there are some glitches and some weirdnesses in these older games, unsurprisingly. It's first and 10 from the 20-yard line. They get into the backfield nicely. And they will stop that play for a loss of 3. First look at this Patriots offense today, and they find themselves down 7.
John Tate brings size and power to this line, and they are ready for battle.
Next up are the receivers.
Jerry Rice
and Darrell Jackson, Eric Johnson, the tight end.
He's averaged 71 yards on 5 catches a game.
Finally, here's the general and his next in command.
Garrison Hurst in the backfield with Peyton Manning and Zach Crockett.
Regular season passing, he's averaged 258 yards and just under 2 touchdowns a game.
Okay, back to the action. Ball at the 17-yard line. They have their tight end to the left. Jackson goes in motion.
So second down and 13 to go. Motion from the near to the far sideline. They're going to go with a run off that far side. Nice job to pick up about 8 yards, and they'll set up a third down, and 5. So we'll take a look at the Jets' defensive line. John Randall, Dwight Freeney up front. Those are some names you'll recognize.
Knockout blows to the offensive line all game long.
Up now are the linebackers.
Jeremiah Trotter takes excellent angles to the ball out there.
And lastly, the secondary.
Marcus Robertson shadows his receiver like he's glued to him.
Now back to the game.
Bam, bam, bam.
It's 3rd and 5.
3rd down. 4 receivers.
Back formation.
A single back. From the 25. Manning under center, drops back and throws. It's caught right at the line to gain, and they're going to mark that short. That is unreal. The Jets play looked way shorter.
He makes the catch.
That looked like it was a good first down. I actually thought it was going to be a first down. That is, this game loves the New York Jets, apparently. 4th and 1. I can't believe that spot. And that play is like exactly why I thought that the other play wasn't going to be a first down. That's wild. Ignore those noises. 4th and 1. They will punt this ball away. Fair catch called for. At the 32-yard line, we'll see what kind of magic the Jets can conjure up on this drive. I can't. That's unreal.
Let's see what he can add on right here.
Ball on the 32.
Culpepper fires. It's caught. I, for a moment, forgot who had the ball because I thought that was an interception. But instead, it's a completed pass to Todd Heap. And this Jets team looks good early.
Pass the marker, and they'll get a new set of downs.
It's the end of the first quarter. The Jets currently enjoying a slight advantage, but it's anybody's game.
10 yards. They even marked him as getting 10 yards, but they still called it 4th and 1. Holy cannoli. The Jets already over 100 yards of offense, which is a weird number. This is a weird game. It's a weird video so far. For those of you watching on twitch.tv/Seannosaurus, going to take a break after this game. I'll remind you in a bit, but just as a heads up, I'll save and then we'll throw it out of this
Carried this one off his left guard and picked up a
to like just a random game that'll play while I go take a quick food break. Make sure that I eat something. And then we'll be back for the second half of the video. For those of you watching on YouTube, you don't have to worry about it at all.
2nd and 8.
It'll be a nice, easy transition. Pause and unpause the video, and bam. No waiting for you. 2nd down and 8, going with a handoff. Alexander picked up 2, or they picked up 2 on the 1st and 10, but they lose 1 on the 2nd and 8, and it's 3rd down and 9. See if this Patriots defense can force an incomplete pass or a stop short of the line to gain and try to get this ball back to their offense.
It's 3rd and 9.
Who they said gained 10 yards, but also marked them short.
4 wide receivers on the field.
Culpepper drops and fires over to the sideline. It's out of bounds after a short gain of 2. 4th down and 7.
Great job repelling the assault on 3rd down.
Williams comes in and will punt it away. It's off.
So the kick is away. And they are going to return it on the run inside the 20, but it's a really nice gain up past the 40. One of the better returns we've seen. 20-something yards, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Patriots after a terrific return from Bennett.
Plenty of time left. They'd love to score on this drive.
Oh, they're just going to call it a final. Okay. I guess the playoffs would be very much like, this game is done now, the next game will start.
I formation.
I don't even think Super Wild Card Weekend runs over itself. There's a nice completion over the middle, good for a gain of 9, but that is not quite a gain of 10.
The first down play, and that really opens things up a bit for this next one.
It'll be 2nd down and 1.
Second and less than a yard.
Let's take some yards this play. Take some yards.
I formation. Hurst with the catch.
Hurst is going to try to pick up the yard to gain, but can't do it. About half a yard there. It'll be 3rd down and 1. The Patriots just cannot get that yard. Get out of here, Bug.
Hurst with the ball.
There's a good run for Hurst. Picking up a solid gain off the far side.
Hurst made a nice run.
That'll
as
be
he
a
takes off here. And
nice
more
first
importantly,
down.
He picks up the first down right there.
Good run to convert on 3rd. Keeps the drive alive. Ball at the 43-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning as New England has a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. The Mariners currently down 2, though that game happened multiple days ago. For more exciting Mariners action, you can check out the baseball that posts every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time. We'll probably jump into some road to the show this week. 2 off days kind of close together. So I think Wednesday might be a double. Might be the first, like the Friday game, and then the Thursday and the Monday off day content. As I try to figure out exactly what the off day content should be, if it should even exist, or maybe just leave those blank. 2nd down and 9.
It's 2nd and 9.
Jesse Armstead 3 tackles on the day, and the Patriots with no sense of urgency. And that's the phrase I have been looking for a while now. Throws over the middle. Nice leaping grab to bail out Peyton Manning. Threw it a little higher. Just kind of wobbly, like a wobbly little floater. Jackson with a nice reception there.
And makes the tough catch. Watch this.
Nice snag.
Beautiful. He just jumps right up and snags that ball. He barely even broke stride.
You know, sometimes you have to change your course for a pass like that, but he doesn't miss a beat.
Now they
Peter.
work
Yep, he
with
saw where the
some
ball was headed early and
no huddle offense. Manning drops back and fires over the middle into double coverage. Lucky it wasn't picked, just deflected. 2nd down and 10. That incompletion does stop the clock, which actually might help the Patriots a little bit. 1:06 to go here in half number 1. The Patriots find themselves down a touchdown, excuse me. Though they do get the ball. Why would they highlight Dwight Freeney with a 0-0 day? Okay. Though they should get the ball first at the start of the 2nd half. Manning fires in between a couple of defenders, threads the needle, and picks up 7. 3rd down and 3 and a timeout call.
It'll make this 3rd down a whole lot easier coming up.
It's 3rd and about 3. Manning.
3rd down and 3. Throws over the middle and nicely done on by the middle, or the linebacker, I should say. On Jerry Rice, breaks up the pass and forces the incompletion. 4th down and 3. The Jets are going to get the ball back with what should be a 4-point lead, but we already have seen a missed field goal today. Could be looking for more points with Dante Culpepper and co.
There's the kick.
Kick is up, kick is good. New England cuts the lead down. But they still find themselves trailing with 54 seconds to go. As I have been mentioning over the last several weeks, this is where the game tends to get a little weird, a little wild, with some of its play calling and complete confusion on how things work.
But he loves it. Domes are for sissies.
The Patriots cut it close. It's still anybody's
Forgot that was a line in this game. Not everything in this game will work in the year of our Lord, 2024.
We're ready for the kickoff. This is returnable. Smith gets it deep.
Smith on the return up to the 20. Stutter steps his way near the 25. They'll give him the 25 and just a touch more. First down and 10 for the Jets. 49 seconds to go here.
And if they can manage to score here, that could really put some pressure on for the second half.
Ball on the 25.
Got a long way to go, baby, and a lot of being funny.
Culpepper with a toss play to the outside. Alexander stays on his feet, gets out of bounds. That's going to bail the Jets out. That was not a great run on Alexander's, or maybe not a great play call. It was a great run on Alexander's part. Great effort to stay up, but maybe not a great play call to go to Alexander in that situation. Also, did not realize how bright the helmets seem in comparison to the white of the jersey.
Ball at the 35-yard line.
Teams aren't great about taking timeouts.
They line up with those
This is where it gets so weird.
Alexander.
Culpepper hands to Alexander. Another run play.
After a couple of yards,
And this is exactly why it's a weird play call, a bad play call to Alexander. He does a terrific job to get out of bounds. But it's 2nd down and 7. They have 3 timeouts to work with, and they are just electing to not use any of them.
That's all they get. That's all they get.
Culpepper fires, finds a receiver. He's going to step out of bounds with 13 seconds to go. And again, we'll bail the questionable play call of the New York Jets out.
For a healthy game. More importantly, however, they moved the chains. Nice play.
13 seconds left.
Alexander's going to try and find some room up the middle. They'll give him a gain of 4. And the Jets, even though I believe they had a full allotment of timeouts, do nothing with the final 50 seconds. And we will go to half 7-3. You'd like to see a little more aggression, any sort of awareness of what the situation is. But hey, that's how old games go, huh? 139 total yards for the Jets. Number slightly inflated thanks to that weird penalty implementation. The Patriots have 44 total yards. 33 and 11 is the split there. Culpepper's 5 for 6, 111 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. I think the Patriots are going to get bailed out by some questionable decisions on the Jets. They should get the ball back first, and they can kind of double dip a little bit. Though it's not the perfect instance of the double dip. Can still take a bit more of a commanding lead here. Sorry, they can get back into this game. I looked at the Jets on the offensive huddle and I got confused.
To begin the second half. Good kick.
From inside the 5, he'll get to the 10 to the 20. And wow, that is a long tackled contact. Been an extra 4 or 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 from around the 25-yard line. Let's see what they can do.
Ball on the 31.
What kind of adjustments did they make?
Manning takes back. Throws.
Manning throws over the middle, finds a receiver. It's caught by Johnson, and it's just like that, a 1st down for New England.
Johnson has a bit of trouble with this pass, but he gets the job done. Right there. See how he turns around and makes the grab? He barely misses a step.
Well, a throw like that is tough to snare, Peter, but he takes it in stride.
Indeed he does.
Ball at the 43-yard line. Hurst with the ball. Nice block. Watterson comes in and makes.
There's a nice run by Hurst, picks up 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Decent yards on that 1st down play.
Second and 4.
Don't give him an inch, baby. Don't give him an inch. Don't tight.
Just shy of midfield from the 49-yard line. Handoff. Tried to go up the middle, but bounced it a little to the left, and it just didn't work out the way they wanted it to. They'll give them a gain of 1. It'll be third down and short, 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd and about 3.
Jesse Armstead, 4 tackles today.
No first, baby. Hey, right left.
Manning drops back and fires toward the sideline, gives Jackson plenty of room to get turned up the field and makes a nice conversion for the first down. About an 8-yard, 9-yard gain there, and it's 1st and 10 for the New England Patriots.
There, he's got the ball, but the best part is how he gets the first.
That is so crucial on 3rd down to have a receiver who'll fight to get across that line.
You can't coach desire like that.
Ball on the 40.
1st down and 10.
They line up with 2 wideouts.
From the 40. Manning drops back, steps and fires over the middle. It hit his hands, kind of tipped it to himself a little bit, but could not hold on to the ball. It's 2nd down after the incompletion. 2:49 to go here in the 3rd, as we're looking to punch our 2nd ticket and set the AFC side of the bracket up. We can get you the matchups after this, actually, and then we'll move on to the NFC side of things. San Francisco and Washington. And then I forget the other matchup. Throws. Short pass. Jackson, stays on his feet nicely. Ends up picking up a gain of 4. 3rd down and 6. Even though the Jets would lose the field position battle, if they can hold them here on this 3rd down and 6, they did make the Patriots use a lot of clock, about half of this 3rd quarter. And it would start to really force them to get into more of a hurry-up style offense. There's still plenty of time, but it is one of those things with only 5-minute quarters where you start to need those drives a little bit quicker, a little bit sooner, a little faster. 3rd down and 6. Manning fires and tipped it incomplete. They threw 3 receivers. Looked like they were all kind of just running streak routes up the side, almost like it was a Hail Mary play. There were 4 Jets defenders. 1 gets a hand on it, and that will be a 4th and 6 after the incompletion. 2:13 to go here. Depending on how the Jets use the rest of this clock, they can send it to the 4th quarter up by 4. Punt is skied in the air. Probably not quite as deep as he wanted to get it, but did force the fair catch, and it is downed inside the 20-yard line.
Well, this game could go either way, Dan, and that's what makes this drive critical. They'd love to put some points on the board right here.
Ball on the 16.
Alexander to the outside. Going to pick up 5, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Nice run to the outside. Good job by Alexander to stay in bounds. Not that it is super important at the moment, but I do think you want to start working on this clock a little bit as we approach quarter number 4.
It's 2nd and 5. 2 tight ends on the field. Alexander with the carry. Hurdles.
Oh, Alexander with another nice move.
At the 32-yard line.
First down. Greg Robinson-Randall just crushed his man off the line, and that's what sprung this doozy of a run. Oh, man, that was nice.
Oh, how sweet it is. All speed after that. He gobbled up the yards, Peter. That's like driving down the highway just on the road by yourself.
Sure is.
The text has been sent.
Ball at the 32-yard line.
Chicken patties hopefully going in the air fryer now. So 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. A throw to the outside is incomplete.
He didn't make the catch, although he'd gotten himself to a good spot on the outside there.
on the 32.
Don't get many seconds towards the third and long. Force it.
They're going with 3 wideouts.
Alexander picking up a little bit of room, or picking up a little bit of... I said that so weirdly, and it completely threw me off. 3rd down and 9. We'll just move right on past it.
It's 3rd and 9.
Jameer Miller, 3 tackles on the day. Picks up a little bit of ground up the middle. I don't know. Oh, that's a nice snag until he got hit. The hit was excellently timed to jar that ball loose. It was a really good read by Culpepper. It was a good play design. It freed him up in that slot position, but when he went up for the ball, just could not hold on to it. Smacked in the back and drops it. That will make Williams come out here. First punt was 33 yards. It was a good return by New England. We'll see if they have another one in them as the snow falls with under 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. They are going to call a fair catch. So it'll be at the 29-yard line. A little surprised that New England sold out, especially with how good the last return was. Looked like they sold out for the punt block. Instead of trying to set up some blocks, they'd already had a nice return. Why not double down on that? Ball is on the New England 29.
One man in the backfield.
Going to go with a run. Hand off to Hurst, and he'll pick up 3. Maybe one more play before the end of the 3rd quarter. Actually, maybe not. They do kind of take a while to get things going. And I always forget, even though I do this every week, I do forget that there are like 6 or 7 seconds that come off the clock before the next play clock even starts. So each play basically has 47 seconds before, like, to get the play going. Patriots are in great position here. Fairly even for the most part. Again, the Jet stats a little inflated thanks to that penalty.
It's 2nd and about 7 yards.
And aside from that, like, one really nice play, they haven't done a whole lot. But the Patriots in good position here to maybe try and sneak out a victory. They're going to try Hurst again up the middle at the start of the 4th quarter. Nothing, loss of 1 maybe. It is 3rd down and 7 now.
Now it comes down to 3rd.
It's 3rd and about 7.
Eyes open. Watch the pass. Right
Rice in motion.
3rd and 7. Manning drops and fires. That's a missed pass. Oh my goodness. An awful throw by Peyton Manning, who looks more and more like he was lucky that he played in the dome for most of his career, because he's playing in the elements now and sucks. I'm kidding. He was a great quarterback. 4th and 7. And he's done a great job of turning into a fun personality, too. Unlike Pat McAfee, who can suck it.
Good punt here. Jordan catches it.
Talking about a terrific punt return. There is a terrific punt return for the New York Jets, who might just might have just punt return themselves into field goal position. The angled punts toward the sideline, because the other punt return that was good was New England's, and he caught that on the run toward the sideline. And that seems to be where the spot is.
They've got some dream
from the 43-yard line of New England. The Jets start this drive up 4 with 4:14 to go.
He goes in motion.
Going to go with a handoff. Alexander will pick up 6 off that left sideline. So theoretically, New England would have been the 3, which would mean that the Jets would be the 6. The Colts would be the 5. Because they would have had to play the 4. But I don't think they put the ranks on there, so the Jets will be on the road the entire way to the Super Bowl, should they get that far. Here we going to go with a handoff to the fullback, and a good decision there as it picks up 4 or 5 right up in the middle. And as Miles Dawkins always says, feed your fullbacks. Oh, no, he says get your fullbacks involved. I was going to say that. I was going to compliment him, reference him, and then I completely forgot what he says.
32.
So first down and 10, another offset I going with a delayed handoff. Second down and 6 following the 4-yard gain for Alexander. I like this shift into the 4-minute offense for the New York Jets.
Let's go to Michelle Westfall on the sidelines. Michelle?
Patriots need a touchdown either way, so they just can't give up a touchdown.
And that he will be out for a minimum of 2 weeks.
That could be a costly injury for this team. It'll be interesting.
The
to see
injured
what they
player
do in
out
this
for a
absence
couple of
for the
weeks.
next handful of weeks.
So they would be out for the divisional round and the championship round. They would be back for the Super Bowl.
Goes in motion. The Jets.
I'll be honest, I don't exactly remember who it was. I think it was a Jet, but I'm not wildly convinced that that is correct.
Let's see if they can pick it up.
Third down and 3. And they should run this down to the 2-minute warning. And that is indeed what they do. 2 minutes to go here in this one.
It's third and about 3.
Alexander with a run right up the middle. He'll pick up the 3 and a little more. First down and 10. They believe they're inside that 20-yard line.
Take their first time out.
Either just inside or just outside of it.
Makes a smart, safe run and gets the first. Now he's past the marker.
Great execution on third down play. Anytime you move the chains, well, you have to be happy. Ball at the 19-yard line.
So from the 19-yard line, New England used their first of 3 timeouts. So the Jets need to probably hold until second or third down to convert rather than just converting on first down. Good defense by the New England Patriots. It's second down and 11 after they push them back just a little bit. They'll give them a 1-yard loss on the play.
The defense was on him like white on rice.
Ball on the 20.
Alexander with a nice run off the right side. They come up with 7 yards on that one and stopped 4 yards short. Okay. First down will end the game and send the the New York Jets, on to their next round. A stop here at least gives the Patriots a chance, though about 47 seconds or so will probably come off the clock, so they'll have under a minute, but they do have Peyton Manning under center. I formation. Jets run right side. Stop. 4th and 2.
The tackle just past the line. Nice stop.
Wow, the O-line's getting killed today. They've not been able to
So bring out the field goal unit. 40 seconds from a minute 35 is what, 45 seconds? They're not gonna have a lot of time to work with at all. They're gonna need one big play to try and force overtime here.
It'll be a 29-yard attempt.
It's definitely 55 seconds. My bad. Sorry. But when it's all said and done, it'll likely be closer to 45 with kicks and all that stuff. They actually left 10 seconds on the play clock there. The kick is up. The kick is good. It's 10-3. We've had some very efficient games, especially in the fourth quarters. I think they do a good job at making sure that the teams that need to slow down.
He earned his paycheck today. The Jets lead is now stretched, but still within.
You don't know that he earned his paycheck today.
The score 10-3. Blackers will kick this one away. It's away.
A couple yards deep in the end zone. So from the 22-yard line, the New England Patriots will have 57 seconds to work their way down the field.
To tie it up and head into overtime. Hey, it's crunch time, fellas.
57 seconds to go.
This is likely why you draft Peyton Manning in that position.
They're going with 4 wideouts. Manning takes back.
Manning's going to drop back, throws quickly. Tries to find a receiver on the outside, but no such luck. Second down and 10.
"54 seconds on the game clock.
Keep them where they are. Force them long. Trip.
Second and 10. Play action pass. Manning drops and fires over the middle. Caught by Jerry Rice, and they will go with a hurry-up offense.
Ball at the 38-yard line.
Looks like they're going to spike it.
They'll spike the ball and stop.
These teams are kind of hell-bent at times on spiking the ball, even though they might not necessarily need to. But that's fine, because we see at least some form of hurry-up offense. That's what we're looking for here. Second down and 10. Similar formation to the last passing play they had. Manning does a good job to stay on his feet, finds a receiver on the outside. He caught the ball. Oh, that's a big miscue for the New England Patriots, who were going to spike the ball on a 3rd down and 8, even though they shouldn't. Oh, no. Oh, the game is drunk, everybody.
For a first down.
It's less so that the game is drunk and more so that the game is just very rigid in how it executes its plays. That is a play that you have to just drop that pass. You cannot gain 2 yards for the loss of time that you're going to incur. It's 4th down and 8. This is for the game. Manning finds a receiver, but he can't hold on to it. Oh, that's the game. The New England Patriots spike it twice on the final possession. Complete a pass for 2 yards, and an incomplete pass on 4th down is going to end their season. 10-3. Jets are moving on.
They're going with 2 tight ends. He'll take a knee.
Wow.
And the clock will wind down.
Wow. A horrendous end to the season for the New England Patriots. But the Jets survive and advance.
There's the whistle, and that's the end of the game. The Jets win the game 10-3. On behalf of Peter O'Keefe, Michelle Westfall, and myself, Dan
that is
Stevens,
wild.
it was a real pleasure bringing you today's game. We'll see you next time for more NFL action on ESPN. Now, let's go to the post-game wrap-up.
Oh, whoops.
This is Clark Dishman welcoming you to the ESPN post-game show. The Jets come away with a 7-point win over the Patriots. The Jets clamp down defensively.
So the Jets survive a terrible penalty. They're able to put 10 points on the board, and that was enough.
Jesse Armstead made his presence known defensively and ended with a total of 6 tackles. He's our ESPN player of the game. And that's all we have for you today. Don't forget to tune into ESPN next week for the division championships. I'm Clark Dishman. We'll see you then.
Okay. So we will go ahead and exit this game, and we'll get you set with our playoff tree here. The Jets are going to go off to play Cleveland. Jacksonville will play Indianapolis. Cleveland and Jacksonville will be the home teams in those respective games. Over here on the NFC side, we have St. Louis and Arizona and Washington and San Francisco coming up for you. 3 NFC West teams in today's matchups with the 4, 5, and 6 seeds, or the 3, 5, and 6 seeds, excuse me. I don't think Washington was better than... Their division winner wasn't better, but they were worse than both these teams. So, there you have it. Let me go ahead and pop a save. For those of you on YouTube, thank you for watching. I'm gonna pause the video here in just a moment as we get this saved. I guess I could pause it now, but actually let me pop out here. For those of you on youtube.com/SeannosaurusRex, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to pause the video real quick for you. You don't have to watch anything while I hop up and eat real quick, so I have a little more energy for the second half of this video, because we're only halfway done. Quadruple header today. For those of you over on twitch.tv/SeannosaurusRex, we're going to bounce out of this. We are going to set you up with a random team game with a, I don't know, like 2 or 3 minute quarter, and I'm going to head out and eat, and then you will be able to watch the remainder when I return. Thanks so much, everybody, for hanging out. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing on YouTube, following on Twitch, whatever platform you're watching on. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back with more NFL action in just a moment for you, YouTube. Stick around on Twitch for an extra game. Welcome back to the video, YouTube. Thanks so much for not having to wait at all. Thank you to Twitch people who stuck around in chat. I appreciate it. We are going to jump into our third game. It is Washington taking on San Francisco. I'll make sure to throw on this there. And it is Wild Card Weekend continuing all in one day. It's the 49ers taking on Washington. They are the #1 rushing team. Everything else is pretty bad. Overall, they are 10th. And they have really only one weakness, which is the passing defense. 3 Super Bowl victories. Really? 3?
Hello there.
When did they win 3?
Wildcard
80s.
at Washington Stadium. I'm Dan Stevens, and with me, as always, is Peter O'Keefe. Well, Peter, tell us what we have in store for us.
Dan, I like these guys. They know how to pass rush, but they are especially skilled at dropping back into coverage to defeat a pass. Hardy Nickerson brings the ability to disrupt the pass by assessing the situation and barking out adjustments to his team. And over here, we have another do-it-all kind of linebacker warming up. Ronald McKinnon comes in reading the pass so well that he'll have a quarterback scratching his head on the sidelines. And his stats
82, 87, 91.
In the regular season, he's averaged 9 tackles and didn't get to the quarterback often.
Okay, Peter, now let's go to midfield for the coin toss.
Oh, over Buffalo. Okay. So it'd be Buffalo in 91.
Heads. They call heads.
87. Denver, 42-10. Okay, that was the one that I knew that they won. And then 82.
Receive the kickoff.
Miami. Interesting. Okay. Okay.
This game underway.
Green Bay was in the playoffs. Heck yeah, because they were pretty bad back in the 80s. But I guess 82 maybe was their lone good season there. All right, we are started here in Washington, wearing these alternate uniforms, or is this what their primary uniform was in 2002, 2003? Either way, they will get the ball first.
Lined up on the right side.
High formation for Washington. Going with a run play right off the bat. Oh, they're going to pick up a nice gain off the right side. And tackled after a superb game. Actually, would oh, I guess maybe it would. Looks like it might be like a 70-year sort of thing on their patch there. Washington, a bit of a surprise winner in the NFC East. They were tied with the Giants, but I guess they had the tiebreakers. This is the game that I've had the hardest time kind of figuring out who is where, because they just don't have a lot of stats for it. And you can see that the result is a couple of divisions that were tied at the top. The AFC East sent 2 teams. The NFC East has a winner that I didn't think was going to be a winner because it's listed alphabetically. It's frankly kind of a mess. But a good start for Washington. 49ers coming out of a highly competitive NFC West division. Gain of 4 to the near sideline. And we'll take a look at this Washington offense.
Olin Kreutz inspires his teammates to give it their all on every play.
Next up, the receiving corps.
David Boston can break the game wide open when he gets the ball. In the regular season, he's averaged 99 yards on 6 catches a game.
Last but not least, we have
Jay Fiedler.
Gentlemen.
Dominic Rhodes
Okay.
puts on a good show with these other
Sometimes
kids.
I forget,
Regular
you know,
season
who
rushing,
is
he's
playing
averaged 73 yards
who
on
when, you know,
15
who's on
carries
what
a game.
team.
Okay, back to the action. It's now 2nd and 6.
Keep an eye on the backfield. Watch for the run.
They have 2 tight ends in.
So 2nd down and 6. Going to go with a run play yet again. 3 straight runs, and they are picking up massive chunks of yardage here in the ground game. Another 1st down for Washington.
Dominic Rhodes was on fire on that run. Talk about keeping it floored, Dan.
A little muscle car running, that's for sure, Peter. Very impressive acceleration.
Oh, yeah, forget about the 40-yard dash time. I want to see his quarter-mile time.
All on the 38.
Double checking that the recording is still going or is going correctly.
Fiedler.
Fiedler drops back and throws. His first pass is caught on a leap. That's a nice gain of 9, setting up 2nd down and 1.
The starting defensive players for the 49ers.
We're doing AFC teams on the top half, NFC teams in the bottom half of the second half of this video. I don't know why I said top half. Very weird phrasing there. But
followed by the linebacker.
Ronald McKinnon is the standout player of this bunch.
Finally, Peter, the secondary.
Corey Fuller.
I can't believe we get 3 NFC West teams in one playoff set. Not one of them could have won the division with a good enough record for 1st or 2nd place. The Rams and the the Falcons and the Bears awaiting in the 2nd round. The winners of these 2 games. Next week we'll have all 4 of those matchups, and then we will wrap it up with both championship games, the Super Bowl, and likely the Pro Bowl if it's playable. If not, then it's not. I don't see why it wouldn't be, but you never know. Go into a lot of these games blind. Sometimes I do research with them, but sometimes it would help to do research. I recorded an entire video inside of NFL 2K2 that was unusable because the divisions got all goofed up, all mixed up. I guess it wasn't unusable. I just didn't like it. 1st down and 10. Fiedler pitches to the outside. Another nice gain on the ground. It's 2nd down and 5 as this drive approaches the 3-minute mark. Rhodes with a nice run right there. He's been good so far today.
It's 2nd and 5.
Keep your eyes open. Don't give him an inch.
A lot of weirdly uncompetitive baseball games over the last couple of days. A lot of very lopsided games. Even there was one that was 12 innings that was lopsided at the end of it. Like what?
Jay Fiedler didn't put enough.
Jay Fiedler couldn't connect with Goodwin on that one. Probably should have been a catch, but a good defensive hit there jarred that ball loose, and it'll be 3rd down and 5. See if this
It's 3rd and 5.
San Francisco Giants. Sorry, thinking baseball. San Francisco 49ers team can kind of stiffen up a little bit here deep in their own territory. Fiedler, they're going to give him the ball again. He finds a completion over the middle, knocked down at the 2nd and the 7-yard line, as it is indeed Algie Crumpler. For some reason, that was just the name that popped into my head was Crumpler, and it indeed was. It's a really nice conversion on 3rd down and 7.
Running plays and patterns that it's almost instinctive at this point. The Redskins racked up their 4th 1st down on this drive. They're moving the ball very well.
8 plays, 69-yard drive, and a lot of this first quarter gone because of it. Fiedler with a delayed handoff. That'll be a pretty big loss there. McKinnon coming through with a nice stop. And it's second down and goal, closer to the 10-yard line.
It's second and goal. They go with the I formation. Fiedler drops back.
Fiedler drops back, short drop and a quick fire near the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This is a touchdown all the way, Dan. A great read.
Oh, it should have been a touchdown. The throw is just a little off the mark, I guess. Not really sure what happened, but I think it's just a weird hitbox thing where Boston was trying to get the ball, but because of where the defender was in relation to him, it just made it a really tricky reception. It's off the hands and incomplete, and we have a third down and goal from the 9-yard line. Empty backfield for Fiedler, who rolls out to his right on the run and fires over everybody. It'll be fourth down and goal. That is a terribly executed play. I know it's easy to say that when the pass is incomplete, but I also think that you are looking at a really terrible... It's a terrible play call that's executed awful. All of that was bad. Fourth down and goal, and the left-footed kicker will come out. Kick is up. Kick is good. And we have a 3-0 lead. Field goals have been pretty popular in this video so far today. Nothing will ever beat the video that we had that had nothing but field goals, which is not something I ever want to think about.
Well, they were depending on him for the lead, and he did not disappoint.
So a 4.5-minute drive.
When you're a kicker, you've got the entire team's fate on your shoulders.
The Redskins
Goes over 60 yards, 66 yards, 12 plays, 4.5 minutes, nearly 4.5 minutes off the clock.
Got a lot behind this one.
That is a huge kick. Monster kick to the back of the end zone. He'll take a knee, and we will bring it out to the 20-yard line.
They allowed a field goal on defense. Now
let's see what Michael Vick and this offense can do.
Let's see what they do.
Ball on the 20. Vick fades back. Throws. The pass is incomplete. Peter, let's go over the starting offensive players for the 49ers. Up first are the big guys, the offensive line.
Steve Wisniewski keeps the quarterback healthy, and he and his line are ready to go.
Oh, that's right. Mark Tauscher is looks like he's about 14 years old.
This squad putting on a big show for the fans. In the regular season, he's averaged 89 yards and just under a touchdown a game.
Finally, here's the general and his next in command.
Michael Vick provides a vital contribution to this group. For the regular season passing, he's averaged 98 yards and only an interception every third game or so.
Back to the field now. Ball at the 20-yard line.
So second down and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Edison in motion.
3 receivers. Shifting from the far side to the near side. Into the slot. Vick drops and rolls. He fires back across his body to the other side of the field, and that's going to go for a gain of about 16 yards. It's a nice completion from Vick to Smith. It'll be first down and 10 as we get to the end of the first quarter. Feels like that went by real quick. And here we have a 3-0 game, 68 yards to just 16. Only a couple of plays for San Francisco in the battle of these red-based teams.
Ball on the 36. They have 3 receivers in.
Vick drops back, avoids the pressure off his back foot. A little bit of a jump throw there. They're going to call that... I'm not really sure. Are they going to call that a completion out of bounds? It's second down and 10, but I don't know that the yardage really moved at all. It might have moved a smidge, but
Up now are the
it's
linebackers.
still second down and 10. Rob Fredrickson, Nick.
Oh,
Hardy Nickerson.
And
Oh
lastly,
boy.
the secondary.
Oh boy. Feels like just a dangerous,
Let's get back to the game.
dangerous name to say, so I don't know why I bothered to pronounce it. What do you mean I'm banned on Twitch?
2nd and 10.
Second down and 10 for San Francisco, down 3. It is going to be a completed pass because the clock is moving. They're going to lose about a quarter of a yard. They didn't lose much. It is a very weird play right on the sideline. They'll try a run up the middle. That will lose 2.
Out of Pittsburgh.
And just like that, it's 3rd down and 12. So you're looking at a drive that took really long for Washington as they methodically worked their way down the field, doing exactly what they needed to do to just kind of get the little clumps, keep that clock churning. Then you're looking at a San Francisco team that's not going to use a ton of time, less than a minute, maybe a minute total. And they're going to give the ball back to that team. Though that doesn't usually, the first drive doesn't usually have much bearing on the second drive. Interesting call there to run it on a 3rd down and 12. They'll pick up 4. And Barlow unable to get anywhere near the first down marker. Unbelievably short. And a terrible play call there. It's the playoffs. You got to be aggressive. We will see a punt here, and it's not outside the realm of possibility to think that Washington would indeed run this clock all the way out with how good and effective their first drive was. For some reason, the camera angle threw me off. I was trying to kill a bug, thought they were going for it. That's on me. I yelled and went there, and then saw what was happening. Got very confused. 3.5 to go here.
Contributor for his team last drive. Let's see what he does this time out.
Ball at the 24-yard line.
I'm gonna pop that ball right out your arm. Hey,
So from the Washington 24, they'll take a handoff near side. They'll give him 1 yard, and it'll be 2nd down and 9. Clock starts moving at the 3:30 mark. We'll see how long they take off of this clock. Again, and I keep mentioning it, they do tend to get real weird at 2 minutes and inside 2 minutes. And it's both teams that get weird, so who knows? Ronald McKinnon highlighted there. A couple of tackles, or a few tackles on the day already. 2nd down and 9. Fiedler drops back and fires. He's going to find a completed pass. And that is a nice play all the way up to the 44-yard line. And those have been kind of the chunks that they've been finding. Just well past the first down marker, but not monster bombs down the field. And they kind of just worked their way.
Oh, definitely.
1st down and 10. We could see a very short game here. If Washington can keep up the way that they're running their drives and with some of the clock management we've seen in this game already, we could be in store for a pretty quick game. As there's a run right up the middle. Gets just inside the San Francisco side of the field, or into San Francisco territory. Into San Francisco territory, that's what we're talking about. 2nd down and 4 after the 6-yard gain. We'll see if they snap this ball before the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 4.
That's all they get. That's all they get.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. Ball midfield, right at the 50.
2nd down and 4. Kind of a jumbo set with only one wide receiver at the bottom of the screen. They're going to go with a run. They're going to pick up some good yardage. Most of the time you would kind of criticize, or I would criticize the teams for running the ball inside of 2 minutes. But Washington has been consistently good at running the ball. They still have a pretty good chunk of time to work with as they pick up a 1st down there. But they've been running it well to start the game. Fiedler drops back and throws over the middle. It's caught, and it'll be an 11-yard gain. Nice reception there.
Jay Fiedler threw a nice one this time. Watch this. Right by the defender.
Actually, really was a very nice throw. Kind of dangerous over the, like, kind of back across the body, but
It was just too good of a throw.
it's a nice completion. We'll see what they want to do here at the 31-yard line. First down and 10. Approaching a minute to go in half number 1. I was going to say 2, that's why I said excuse me, because I was going to say the wrong number. Second down and 7 will force a timeout.
Carried this one just left of center and picked up a handful.
1:03 left.
Ronald McKinnon with 4 tackles today. So second down and 7 coming up inside the 30-yard line. Fiedler drops back and fires over the middle. Likely going to see a pass interference here. And I believe it's going to be called that way. Darn it. It was that way. I called it that way. That was the way the whole time. So Washington will accept. It'll be first down and 10. I don't think it's a large penalty yardage-wise, which is the second time we've seen that, but it is a fresh set of downs. And obviously any sort of field position helps.
The Redskins will have the first down off the penalty. Let gets set after committing the penalty.
So first down and 10, offset I formation. 2 receivers bottom of the screen. They're going with a play action pass to the fullback to the end zone. Touchdown. Wow.
Jay Fiedler zeroes in on his man and makes the touchdown.
Fiedler with a really nice throw there.
Really dynamite.
Oh, and you can see what gets the teams in a consistent manner. And it is that animation that takes them off their feet, swatting for the ball. There was nobody behind them. You were either going to get a finger on it. It was either going to be an incompletion or a touchdown. Oh. Disappeared. That kick is up. That kick is right down the middle. And we have a 10-0 Washington lead over the San Francisco 49ers. How long was that drive? We'll find out here in just a moment.
They are now up 10-0.
7-play, 76-yard drive, 2.5 minutes off the clock. So they have a 2.5-minute drive and then a 4.5-ish minute drive. A lot of time of possession for Washington, and that is going to keep them in rhythm. It's going to keep this San Francisco offense cold and on the sideline. The run back short of the 20, but not too short.
This is great kickoff coverage here, Dan. This baby is going to be booted deep, and the return man is going to have
just inside the 20. I mean, it's just inside the end zone, which means he could have taken a knee, got down to the 20. I kind of like the risk there. They'll mark him just short of it, so it's not too far off as far as a field position battle is concerned. Battle's a weird word to put there, but you know what I'm saying.
52 seconds on the clock.
Oh, you like that? Get back up against the wall.
Ball on the San Francisco 19. They'll go with a pitch to the outside. This is where it starts to get weird. There's no reason for you to be running the ball with under a minute to go in a half, down 10. They try to find something for Barlow.
2nd and 8.
Not a lot of urgency here. Split backs. They're going to go with a run again. Washington would be smart to take a timeout here.
Louisiana State.
They didn't get anywhere on that play.
This is where it gets so weird and so annoying. And then just like that, you're going to look at San Francisco's going to, I mean, they're going to get the ball back first, but they had an opportunity for a double dip. They just burned all of this time. They are just barely going to get a playoff. What a god-awful end to the half. Goodness gracious, I hate it.
If he had caught it, he
I
still would have been
hate
short
it.
of markers.
That will do it for the first half. The score,
So,
10-0.
Washington 10, San Francisco 0. 49ers, I would assume, would be the team that would have the advantage or be the favorite here because they are the team with the better record. But Washington's coming out and putting it on them. Very balanced offense. They've been consistently good in the running game. It's opened up some passing game stuff on the back end, and they've made it look super easy, and they've stayed in rhythm, really using controlling this clock and making sure that they are just winding it down. Fiedler's your hot at the half player, and San Francisco will get first crack at it here in the second half.
Gramatica sets up and will kick it away to start the third quarter. This is returnable.
Booted. And from 5 yards deep, they're going to take it out. Interesting call, and it almost broke it free there. Got up past the 30. I mean, that might be kind of the play you're looking for to jumpstart this offense. Just give yourself some good field position, an electric play to get things going. That's a 35-yard return. A 36-yard return as it is technically on the San Francisco 31-yard line. And we will get it started here. Going to try a run to the near sideline, almost tackling the backfield, but Barlow does an excellent job to stay on his feet and picks up a solid chunk of yards for a 1st and 10.
Kevin Barlow gets away with one there as the defense fails.
Kevin. I think I said Kevon. Kevin. It's a very common name, very simple name to pronounce.
Yeah, come on, a little bit more than
If I can
that.
pronounce Bayaka
Where do you want to
Patuka,
stop this guy?
I can pronounce Kevin. All right, good start for the San Francisco 49ers. They are out to the 46-yard line. Great run back, nice running play. They'll go right back to the ground, try to find some room, but ran into his own blocker. Limits him to just 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
7 yards to go.
It's 2nd and about 7 yards.
Taking a long time, he's done, Lord.
Oh, there's a nice toss out to Barlow. Good job to embrace the contact. Embrace the contact. Good job to take that contact, dive forward, and pick up the 1st down. Much different San Francisco 49ers team this second half. Good job making some adjustments, figuring out a way to attack this defense. Put yourselves right back in this game. Not that you're out of it, but with the way Washington is controlling the ball, which is a stat that I should have looked at. I thought that was an overthrow to the first receiver who kind of was like, ready? But it was actually a perfect throw to the man behind him. 2nd down and 1.
Second and inches.
Second is short, watch the pass. Throw.
2nd and 1. Going with a run play right up the middle. Bullies a man over and picks up the 1st down. That's what you're looking for. Take what Washington's doing to you. Do it to them. You can shorten this game up. You don't have to score lightning quick. But your defense has to figure out something to slow this offense down. It may be the most unbelievably quick game to this point, which I might have just jinxed myself, but this game is moving. Not the first time that these teams have had a game where it is just stupendously short. Vic fires, and it's incomplete and on cue. As soon as I compliment the game for how well it's going and how quickly it's being paced, an incompletion stops the clock. 2nd down and 10. Looked like it was actually a pretty good throw off the hands of the receiver.
2nd and 10.
Thought he had a good shot at it, but the ball got jarred loose. I don't know. It's a little tricky to tell some of these cameras. Vic drops and fires. That one looked like a miscommunication.
Well, I'm not sure whose fault it is there, but these guys
looked like it was supposed to be like a up and kind of out sort of thing, angled toward the sideline, but the receiver ran like a very quick hitch.
3rd and 10.
So the throw way off the mark. Mercifully for the 49ers, no defender in the area. 5 wide for 3rd down and 10. Fires. Caught. Oh, it's off the hands, and a big hit jars the ball loose They've gone to Smith a couple of times in these last 3 plays, and he has not come up with the pass that grinds the clock to a halt immediately after I said, hey, wow, what a fast game. And now we will look at a field goal attempt on a 4th down and 10. Kick is up. Kick is good. So that's good for San Francisco. They take almost 3 minutes off the clock here in the 3rd quarter. It's going to be up to their defense to slow this Washington offense down. They just need like a couple of plays in a row. Instead of giving up 6 yards a play, maybe they just give up a couple of 4-yard plays.
Like that, and your coach will call you from the laundromat to see how you like your shirts done.
The 49ers
10-3 down with 2:05 to go in the 3rd. 9-play, 40-yard drive, 2:41. Your drive length.
Conway will kick this one away. Strong kick.
Of course, because this game is going so quickly, it'll end up in overtime for an infinite amount of time. Another pretty nice run back by one of these teams. We've seen a couple of good run backs here and there.
And last time out, these guys went straight down the field for a touchdown. Let's see if they can repeat that performance.
Ball at the 24-yard line.
Let's give the fans a show.
So from the 24,
Have their tight end to the
who's a
left.
Jay Fiedler, I think, under center. They're going to go with a pitch to the outside. They have been effective on the ground all day long. Almost, boy, that play went all kinds of wonky there. It looked like it was going to be another terrific offensive play. The defender got off, but he couldn't get the tackle. Then it was kind of a weirdness in the backfield. They're going to give him a yard gain there somehow. I don't really see it, but we've seen some generous ball spots throughout the day. And one incredibly cool ball spot today on implementation of a penalty. Fiedler throws and jarred loose. 3rd down and 9.
Got his body in the way of that one, Dan. It's all about clogging up the passing lanes. You can't coach that.
You can't coach that.
It's 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9.
My DB's gonna shut this drive down right now.
They come out in the shotgun. Fiedler from shotgun.
Fiedler drops back. Another weirdly executed play, but it doesn't matter. It's caught. Oh, that was exactly the play that the San Francisco 49ers needed. It's a really nice defensive opportunity. It's a quick throw by Fiedler, which is a nice decision on his part. But it's one of those weird, they just kind of send everybody up. There's a defender not in terrible position, and we saw Fiedler, I think, roll out and throw one wildly off the mark. San Francisco can't get the stop after a couple of good defensive plays. The 3rd down and 9 is converted. David Boston, 3 receptions, 47 yards, touch over 15 yards.
In motion.
And it's 1st and 10. There's a pitch. Knocked down, a yard behind the line.
Tackle behind the line.
Wow, the D displayed.
There's what you're looking for. If you're San Francisco, that's what you need. Similar to kind of what we saw with Denver, where they just gave up the big plays at the wrong times. The San Francisco defense has had some trouble. 18 seconds to go here in the 3rd. They work with a run play. Kind of off that left sideline, or left side of the offensive line. Oh boy. I got up to eat so that I would have more energy, and I apparently have just decided to flub all my words. It's a solid pickup of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 6 after we switch to the 4th quarter. Oh my
It's
goodness.
the end of the 3rd quarter. The Redskins.
So that'll be a
currently enjoying
10-3
small
game as we head to the 4th.
10-3.
158 yards for Washington, 59 yards for the 49ers. Yikes. Yikes. And look at that 9:15 to 5:45. They've only had 4 drives max each.
It's now 3rd and 6.
3 and out. It's 3 and out.
First down and 10. They get Fiedler on the move again, and that time they actually get the breakup on the backside. Bird can't come up with it. I need to cough. Wow. It's a play design I don't love. It seems like Washington in real life has a more mobile quarterback at the time, but I don't know who their quarterback would have been. I could look it up, but I probably won't do that. Because they've run that rollout a few different times. That was, oddly enough, the best it looked from a backfield perspective. There's 3 times off the top of my head that I can recall them running that play. Twice they've had people in the backfield causing some havoc. The throws have been a little wild, a little wonky. That one was totally clean, and that was the incomplete pass. It's going to give San Francisco life here in the 4th quarter. 2 receivers on the top and bottom of the screen as they shifted the tight end to the end of the line there. Bring in some extra protection. Doesn't really help. They'll pick up a yard, and it's 2nd down and 9.
Ball at the 18-yard line. Smith in motion.
Going to go with yet another run. Barlow with a nice job to see the vision. Oh, he's free into the secondary. One man to beat. Does he have the angle inside the 30? He'll step out of bounds. Huge play by Barlow. And if we get a replay, you might take a peek at the fact that this looked like it was going to be a pretty short gain. A guy tackled or got contact on him almost immediately. My goodness. What a run by Barlow. Key time for that to happen. Just kind of stepped out of bounds. You wonder if he stays in bounds. I think the linebacker takes a bad angle. Might have him beat to the pylon. We'll never know, though, because he stepped out. From the 28-yard line, they're going to keep it with a jumbo set. 1 receiver to the top side of the screen. That brings the defense in. They're going with a run. Pretty well blocked. To at least give them a little bit of room to find 3. 2nd down and 7. 4 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Punching our first ticket to the divisional round here on the NFC side.
It's 2nd and about 7 yards. The 49ers. 2nd
and 7. The run is a nice 5-yard gain. They're going to go with a hurry-up offense here. I think that might actually give them Washington a good look. Oh, just kidding. It's a pass play. Finds a completion up the middle. Nice job to use the hurry-up offense against Washington. I thought it was going to be a run for sure. Instead, it was a pass play. We'll see what they do here. Goes for the pass again. Wide open in the flat. And it's a touchdown 49ers. Excellent use of the hurry-up offense to tie this game up at 10. Extra point pending, obviously. But you never know. These teams can be wild, crazy. Kick is up. Kick is good.
Good. The 49ers tie this one up.
6 plays, 82 yards, and easily the shortest scoring drive of the day. At a minute and a half. 3:21 is plenty of time for Washington to figure things out, but the San Francisco defense has done a good job. They'll step on that back line, and they'll bring it out to the 20-yard line. The letters on the wall look like they're moving. It's very odd.
Not enough time left for mistakes.
Ball on the 20.
See what they have here. This is a little more what I thought the 49ers would look like in the playoffs, the second half team. The defense isn't quite there, but the offense has been much better. They'll go with a run. Picks up 4. Looked like he was actually going to get out of that leg tackle, but then good read by the defense to just scream in there and try and get a hold of the runner.
Ball at the 24-yard line.
Watch for the run! Watch for the run!
Second down and 6.
Load with the carry.
Oh, it's fumbled. It's fumbled, but I think it's going to be Washington ball. Oh, my goodness. We're halfway through quarter number 4.
He's the guy that springs it loose coming up. Oh, there's the contact.
Yeah, Peter, it looks like...
Man, I don't know what happened to that ball there.
That is a big defensive
Whew.
play, and they capitalize on it. Third and 4.
So 3rd down and 4. We approach 2 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. And I think I might have jinxed myself when I said we're going to overtime. They'll go with a run. Washington, oh, they think they're going to get called for a clipping or a hold here. Oh, the clipping rears its ugly head, and that is going to bring up a 3rd down and 17 from the 13. This might be the penalty that shifts the entire game.
Some great offensive play. Those darn penalties will kill you every time.
And that goes from 1st and 10 to a 3rd and 17. He just barely got the yardage.
It's 3rd and about 17.
San Francisco needs one good stop here. The field position shift might really help San Francisco, who feels like they're in a bit of a rhythm. They're going with a run play. He's going to pick up a pretty decent gain. 3rd down and 17 to 4th and 8 will take us to the 2-minute warning, as that is a 9-yard run.
The 2-minute warning.
Whew. So here we go. Final 2 minutes of the game. So where it's going to get weird. A team is going to kick a field goal. We're not going to go to overtime. We're just going to keep moving. Scott Player. He's back. He's back, everybody. Here's just like a fun little note about how quickly these games have been going. Even with 2 minutes left, and we can add, I don't know, let's say another 5-10 minutes of gameplay footage. We're still at least 20 minutes short of like a regular run time. Let me pull it up, actually. Let's go studio.youtube.com. Last episode was 251-14, and that was 3 games. This 3 games is going to be well, like a half an hour, easily a half an hour short. Nice job by Washington there. Pretty big injury, or could be a pretty big injury for San Francisco. 2nd down and 10 as the middle gets clogged up pretty easily, or pretty quickly, I should say, by Washington.
Well, they're going to need more than a half-hearted arm tackle to put
13 carries, 96 yards, and he has picked up 73 after the hit. The big run does kind of inflate those numbers a little bit, but he has been pretty good throughout this game. Vic drops back and throws in between a couple of defenders, tries to make a man miss, but he can't. He gets thrown forward. It's Rod Smith. He gets thrown forward inside the 30-yard line to the 29, and it'll be 1st and 10 in field goal range with 1:10 to go.
Yeah, and with double coverage, I was surprised the pass came his way at all.
Clock will move here. Interesting to see if any teams take timeouts here. We saw...
Ball at the 29-yard line.
Who was it? Indianapolis, I think, took a real bad timeout, or Denver took a real bad timeout. There's no reason for them to throw the ball. There's no reason for them to really do anything other than timeouts.
The Redskins.
Oh, Washington's going to take a timeout. Okay. As long as San Francisco forces Washington to take their timeouts,
Take a look. There's the throw right into
it'll be okay. If I hear San Francisco or the 49ers take a timeout, I'm going to scream. 45 seconds to go. We have a 10-10 tie here. Late stages, 4th quarter.
2 wide receivers on the field.
We'll go with a pitch. Wanted to go left, but breaks it back right. A smart decision there. as instead of a 1 to 2 yard loss, it's a 7-yard gain.
Redskins
Woo,
take a
that is a
timeout at
terrific
second.
play by Kevin Barlow, whose name I've learned to say. It's not Kevon, it's just Kevin, just a regular old Kevin. Ooh, nice shot of that man's ass. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're here for. We're not here for football action. We are here for butts. Butts, butts, butts are beautiful butts. Butts, 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 butts. Second down and 3. 38 seconds. First down here would basically seal it for San Francisco. There's no reason for them to throw this ball, but they're going to anyway. It's incomplete. It's going to save Washington a timeout and give them an opportunity to possess the ball one last time. Oh, it's third down and 3. I apologize.
Dan, I was told that these injuries can take up to a week to heal, but there is a chance, albeit small, that he might be able to return to the game.
I thought it was third down and 3 already. Okay. San Francisco does save Washington a timeout, but if they run the ball here, first down. Oh, they can't get the first down. It's a terrific defensive play on the interior by Washington. He'll get stopped 2 yards short, and that is why you run that play on back-to-back plays. Whew. Otherwise,
32 seconds left.
you can milk it down. Final seconds, kick this game, and go home. Except for I don't think they'll go home. They have to go face some other team. I believe they'll be the 5 seed. Kick is up and sneaks it inside the right upright. We have a 3-point San Francisco lead with 29 seconds to go.
This one in pretty easily. Right through.
That play should be pretty easy. Just as like a, hey, should be.
Conway is back to kick it away. Kick is up.
That kick is deep. We return from the 1 to the 20. Runs it back all the way to the 26-yard line. 25-yard return. And 25 seconds remain in the game. What does Washington have? They have relied a little more on the run game than they have on the pass game, I would say. We'll see what that means for this drive. Fiedler drops back. It's going to be a pass interference penalty. And it's going to be on San Francisco. That's a big penalty. It's, again, not the biggest yardage difference. Only about 13 yards. 12, 13 yards. Fresh set of downs, clock stops, and an advance. So, altogether, it works well. Looked like that play was kind of doomed from the start. The quarterback ran into the running back on the way back to in the middle of the drop back. Fiedler's going to drop and fire. Same side of the field. Oh, he's free into the secondary. Inside the 30, down to the 20. The San Francisco defense completely broken. He's going to step out of bounds. Inside the 10, we get to go to overtime. I made the mistake of complimenting this game, and it said, you know what? Jog on, idiot. That is a huge misplay.
I tell you, it's like getting a B- on a test, but bumping it up to an A with the extra credit. The Redskins.
And they're just gonna say screw it. Bill Grammatica is gonna come out here for the kick. This will give San Francisco, I guess, an opportunity to get down the field, but we're going to overtime.
There's the kick.
I can't believe I said that. What an idiot. It's the most efficient game we've seen all day.
Big time. What a crucial kick. A solid field goal ties the game.
All right. I do kind of like it. I don't think Washington had any timeouts, so you can't really fart around with it. You got to just get in position. Just be willing to give up the extra seconds. 2 plays, 65 yards. And we are knotted at 13.
Got all of his leg behind this one. Barlow fields it in.
Barlow will take a knee, and they will...
We will start
If they take a knee and don't even try, you have one play to try to get it out near midfield. Maybe try to break something loose. It's got to be a quick play. It's gonna be real tricky, but we'll see what they want to do here. We'll get to go to the most exciting part of football: sudden death overtime, because obviously a coin toss should decide everything. Caught, timeout. Not a great play, but it's all good.
Ball on the 32.
Eight for 14, 93 yards.
They come out with an empty backfield. Vic drops back.
Vic drops back and throws. I'm going to call a timeout with 1 second left. I mean, his knee hit the ground. Timeout.
They toss this one right side and complete the pass.
Those aren't the plays you're looking for, though. I think maybe you could look for a Hail Mary here. But it's just, I like that they're doing this. They could have done this at the end of the first half and maybe have been up 16-13. But instead, it's 3 quick passes, and they don't really do a whole lot. So we get to go to overtime because a gosh darn idiot right there on screen. This is the most efficient game we've seen all day. Jinxed it. Absolutely jinxed it. God. Moron.
It is head.
All right, so Washington's going to get the ball first here. They kick a field goal, they win, they move on to round number 2. And, you know, everybody loves when you don't even have the other person touch the ball. Something I've been thinking a lot about since the Chiefs-Bills game. Of like how, what if that was Josh Allen's like one shot and it just got completely taken away from him?
Last drive. Let's see what he can add on right here.
I don't know. I guess I should have done a what if. I don't know that I did a what if this time around. Or that time around. Let's see. An errant throw from the Washington quarterback, whose name I forgot, and they will look at a 2nd down and 10. Bills.
Second and 10.
Let's not commit anything. Nothing, baby.
Yeah, I didn't do that one. I guess I definitely could have, maybe even should have. Oh, that's a nice catch. He spin moves. He's free into the secondary, and it might be a touchdown to win the game inside the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. One last effort. Doesn't matter. Game over. Washington wins on a walk-off touchdown. Because why isn't that exciting? It shouldn't happen, because it kind of sucks for San Francisco to have an entire season flushed down the toilet again by a coin flip. If it were Chicago, it would be okay, because bleep the Bears. You know what I mean? Just absolutely, who cares? Washington over 300 yards of offense, 222 through the air, 84 on the ground. San Francisco really found something there in the second half, but some mismanagement, I would argue, at the end of the first half could have potentially cost them a victory. David Boston, your player of the game, 4 receptions, 127 yards, 73 after the catch. 80 was the longest reception, but that was the game winner. Otherwise, he only had 47 yards of offense, 2 touchdowns, and they will move on to the divisional round. Let's go ahead and pop a save. So I guess, hey, the most efficient game of the day, and we're still under time or whatever for a regular video. Most efficient game of the day, Still the most efficient overtime that we've seen. Basically one play. Or 2 plays. 3 if you count the kickoff. I think this save situation might actually be taking longer than that overtime period did. So Washington will move on. It shouldn't advance them anywhere. Yeah, because we don't know. Arizona and St. Louis is our final game of the day. I almost dropped my controller. That panicked the absolute hell out of me. The Rams, they were basically winning in last week, and they were able to get the job done. They have a 23rd overall rushing offense. Otherwise, everything else is top 10, top 6, if you want to be semantical about it. And they won the NFC West. I wanted to say the American League. You know I did. They won the NFC West. 10-6 St. Louis taking on 11-5 Arizona. Final game of the day will determine our 4th and final participant in the divisional round. Thank you again so much for joining me. Thank you for hanging out. I know these are a little longer in the playoffs, but they make way more sense to me to do like this. So, Dave McGinnis, Ricky Prohl, the 2 that we are highlighting today.
Ricky Prohl comes in as an important target for his quarterback. He's a capable receiver with good hands and can get the job done. Listen to this. In the regular season, he's averaged 35 yards on 2 catches a game.
We'll see how it works out, Peter. Let's go to the coin toss.
Tails. They call tails. It is head.
The Cardinals will receive, and we're about to get underway. Peterson gives the signal, and we're ready to get this one started. It's away. Edwards catches it in the end zone.
So return from the end zone. He'll get up to the 23-yard line or so. And we are underway here in Arizona. Cardinals likely the favorite team here in the 2nd and 3rd NFC West teams that we will see in the wild card round. It was a wild one over in Washington. Do we have a good game to finish us off? I think we maybe started with our worst matchup of the day. Denver and Indianapolis was a game that I don't think anybody would want to actually watch. But it is 1st and 10. Trying to find some room up the middle. He'll pick up 2. And we will quickly take a look at the Cardinals offense.
McKinnon powers up this line considerably, and that will give his quarterback more time.
Up now are the receivers.
Marvin Harrison stands out as the best of the bunch. In the regular season, he's averaged 95 yards and around a touchdown a game.
And lastly, the man who calls the plays and the guys who back him up.
Priest Holmes sets the tempo in this group. For the regular season rushing, he's averaged 97 yards on 20 carries a game.
Okay, back to the action. Second and 8. They're going with their tight end left. Harrison in motion.
Second and 8 as Flutie pitches it to Holmes. Holmes make a nice move inside. Probably should have stuck to the outside there. He went to kind of go back similarly to what he did near the line of scrimmage. Might have cost him a super big gain, but still a 1st and 10 for Arizona, and they get off to a good start on the ground. Taking a look here at the defensive line, and now the linebackers for the St. Louis Rams. Teddy Bruschi, recent Super Bowl champion as of the release of this game. Eric Allen on the backside. Corey Chavis, Rodney Harrison. A couple of Patriots on that St. Louis Rams defense. They know who beat them last year.
Ball at the 35-yard line.
So 1st and 10 from the 35. Doug Flutie's going to take a snap and wing it into his receiver for a nice gain of about 13 yards or so. Harrison comes up with reception. It's first down and 10.
Connects with his receiver with ease, Dan. He sees his man.
And that was indeed with ease.
Out for the completion.
Just not really a ram in frame until he already has the ball in his hands. And it is first and 10 just like that.
I don't follow that. Ball on the 47. Harrison goes in motion. Flutie fades back.
Flutie drops back on a first and 10, a wobbly pass to a receiver in between a couple of defenders. The wobble of the ball slowed it down just a little bit to try and get there and gave the defender an opportunity to get in there and make the hit. Second down and 10.
Second and 10. Just one man in the backfield.
Flutie drops and fires. It's intercepted. That's Rodney Harrison on the interception. That is a really nice interception. That drive was going pretty well for Arizona. That last pass a little errant before the interception. We'll take a look at what Flutie was wanting to do here. It's a quick pass. That's into triple coverage. Holt was not open in the slightest, and Harrison just hands up, intercepted, and first and 10.
The offense has to make that interception count. Let's see if they can punch this one into the end zone.
Ball at the 43-yard line. Miller drops back.
Jim Miller drops and fires, completed for a gain of approximately 12, and it's first down and 10. Rams off to a quick start. The greatest show on turf, making the trip to Arizona to be the greatest show in the college stadium, I guess.
He couldn't help but catch it.
The ball was sent there in special delivery.
And the receiver didn't even have to sign for it.
Ball on the 32.
First and 10 from the 32-yard line. Miller under center, drops back, deep drop, wings it down the field. It's caught, and that is a quick strike St. Louis offense. Miller on the money.
Let's watch one more time. That's a really dynamite.
Defender kind of broke just inside enough. I guess not even kind of. Defender broke a little too far inside, could not recover. It's a nice reception and an easy touchdown for St. Louis. So they cash in very quickly off the turnover, and with 2:32 to go in the first, it is Arizona 0, St. Louis 6. Did I mean to put the higher score first? Absolutely, because it's wild to me when people say that they won 34-63. Like, what? No. Big number first. Kick is up, kick is good, and we have a 7-0 game.
The Rams draw first blood and put the first points up on the scoreboard, 7-0.
Two-play, 43-yard drive, 38 seconds.
Peterson lines up, signals, and we're ready for the kickoff. It's away. Edwards gets it.
Edwards takes it back short of the 25-yard line. And with 2:23, we'll see what the Arizona Cardinals have and how they can get some rhythm going after they throw the turnover, or throw the interception.
Ball at the 24-yard line.
Let's go, guys. Get the fans something to cheer for. Hey, strike right.
Harrison in motion.
I got him.
With the ball. Forces through.
Holmes with a nice run there off the left sideline. Or left side. Oh my goodness. Falling apart. 4 games might be too many.
It's 2nd and 5.
Keep your eyes open. Don't give them an inch.
I think it's a smart move by Arizona to go to the ground game, see if you can figure out if that's a sustainable way. Get the ball out of the hands of Flutie. He's a good quarterback, but gotta have a quick or short-term memory is what it is.
The job done. Right there. See how he turns around to make the grab? He barely misses a step.
Nice catch just past the first down marker. They needed 5. They got 6. And it's 1st and 10, Arizona.
Ball on the 35.
Hey, double check.
Going with a handoff. Holmes right up the middle, picks up 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Ball at the 39-yard line.
It's only kick. It's only kick.
High formation.
Double tight.
Flutie from under center. Very short drop and ooh. Deflected.
Managed to make sure that he
That was either going to be a deflection or a very big gain. And St. Louis gets the ball to bounce their way with a deflection. We saw it in a previous game where the defender went for that exact same animation. One arm up in the air. It's going to be deflected or it's going to be a big play, and it ended up being a touchdown. And this time it's not a huge play, but a 1st down conversion nonetheless. You saw that jump again, looking for the deflection. Nothing there.
terrific pass there in the
And
double
it's
coverage.
1st and 10 for Arizona.
Makes the catch.
When does this guy not throw it? When his receiver is completely surrounded by the entire defense?
If there wasn't a challenge to it, it wouldn't be any fun.
2 hands in the air there.
Ball on the 44.
3 receptions, 36 yards. Nice even 12-yard
They
average.
line up with their tight end right. Harrison goes in motion.
Pitch to the outside. Holmes tries to break it back in, but only picks up 2. Not terrible vision there. Likely what you want to see from your running back is, hey, it's pretty crowded over here. Let me try to break it in the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. It's 7-0 St. Louis after cashing in on the turnover.
The Rams currently enjoying a slight advantage, but it's anybody's game. 7-0. Second and 8.
Go get Mason. Put the third along. Force it. Wide left.
Flutie, they back. Barely gets it off. Third and about a foot.
3rd down and 1 after the completion.
It'll make this 3rd down a whole lot easier coming up.
It's a big gain there.
Third and less than a
At the
yard.
very least, a nice gain.
Third short. Watch the run.
In St. Louis territory, just inside the 35 or on the 35-yard line. Holmes takes the run off the left side and picks up an easy 1st down. He gained about 5 yards on that one.
Off his left
And a
guard.
fresh set of downs for Arizona.
Move the markers. Nice job.
Ball at the 30-yard line.
Ace, double time, double.
Flutie drops and rolls. He fires for a completion just past the 1st down marker. Holt coming up with a nice reception there. I'm surprised it was actually a 1st down.
Bullseye on this baby. Check out this beauty. How did he get it by all his defenders?
Yeah, he made those guys look like the Three Stooges.
And not even the classic Three Stooges. More like 2 Shemps and a Curly Joe.
Oh, remember him. The Cardinals have a 1st down. It's their 4th of this drive, and they keep pounding away.
Ace, double tight.
First and 10 for Holmes, who tries to find a little bit of a gap up the middle.
Second down. 9 yards to go.
Finds just a smidge of room and picks up 1.
Ball on the
Almost 2 minutes gone here in quarter number 2. Flutie in no hurry to get under the center. Flutie dropping back, wings it into double coverage. He's going to get a pass interference call that I don't think is actually correct. There's just a lot of traffic in the area. It's going to be, maybe the biggest pass interference penalty we've seen as far as the yardage difference is concerned. It's going to be first and goal inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. That's a big penalty.
The Cardinals will have the first down off the penalty. Shields gets set after committing the penalty. Harrison in motion. Flutie stays back. Throws. Good catch by the 4-year man out of North Carolina State.
They dump it off over the middle and complete the pass for a nice gain.
Second and goal.
Oh, pardon me.
Let's go now. Big front. Big front. All right.
2.5 to go here in the second down and goal. Holmes is going to try the right side, but no room for him. It'll be third down and goal after losing a yard or two.
Pretty quickly.
Likely going to hit the 2-minute, well, we will, not likely. We're going to hit the 2-minute warning here before we get this third down and goal play.
It's third and goal.
Perfect.
Flutie drops back. Barely gets it up. Fourth and short coming up.
And the QB and his receiver need to make sure they're on the same page after that one.
Anderson lines up for the field goal.
A quick hit and a huge hit on that third and goal. It's going to force Arizona to settle for a field goal try.
It's away. Good and
It's
easy.
a chip shot, maybe slightly longer than an extra point.
Gary Anderson puts in a nice little dinger. Straight and true.
Oh, just as cool as if he was tossing a crumpled piece of paper into a wastebasket. The Cardinals cut into the lead, and the game can go anywhere from here. The score, 7-3.
Whoa, what? That can't be right. That was not a 5-minute drive. Was that a 5-minute drive?
It's off.
Really? I didn't even notice that.
Nixon fields this one. The 20.
That's a fantastic run back. No idea. Wow, that is wild. I feel like if you're a regular viewer, you're like, why isn't he talking about this? He always points out long drives. That is a really sad ending to a 5.5-minute drive. 3 points. Yeesh. Ball on the St. Louis 27 as Miller rolls out and fires, almost picked into double coverage. Poor decision there. Rambo, the intended receiver, lucky to get that ball back.
The clock is down to 1 minute and 48 seconds.
2 minutes, or second and 10, excuse me, with 1 minute 48 to go here.
Payton goes in motion. Miller fades back.
Miller drops and fires in stride for a gain of 8. Out to the 35-yard line. It'll be third down and 2 as we approach 1.5 minutes to go. No hurry here. I think that's okay in this scenario because they are throwing the ball. If you were running the ball, then I'd go like, oof, and maybe pick it up a little bit. But a 3rd down and 2, they talk about how the first down is always the most important. You're working with a pretty good amount of time, except for you throw a pick there. Oh, that's a terrible interception. Arizona with Barber in the backfield, or on the back end, is going to get a huge lift here.
You have got that right, sir.
Yeah, you can't coach that inner fire that a player has. Unbelievable. Stretches out
That's
for
a
this one. Watch
terrible
this bit of
throw.
athleticism.
So both quarterbacks have thrown a pick here in the first half, and neither of them were particularly challenging picks. They were bad throws into congested areas that ended up in the opposition's hands. So 1st and 10 from the 38. Arizona with an opportunity here to put up more points before the half. As Flutie drops back and fires into double, kind of triple coverage there. 1st and 10 on the reception.
Oronde Gadsden has got 3, count them, 3 guys on him on this play. Oh, incredibly, he makes the catch.
A very tough catch.
Dan, it was so crowded he had to wear
How crowded?
he had to wear a name tag so the quarterback could spot him.
1st and 10. Minute and 8 seconds to go here. Flutie under center. St. Louis now doing absolutely nothing unless it's off of a turnover. Flutie's going to drop back. Fires. It's caught. Inside the 20 down to the 16-yard line. Good timeout usage here.
That's their second.
Got some nice yards
I like
there
it.
off the first
I
down.
like it.
That really opens things up a bit for this next one.
It's 2nd and 2.
Torrey Holt, 3 receptions, 24 yards, 8-yard average.
They're going with Dion. Throws.
Caught. Touchdown, Arizona. So both teams' touchdowns coming off of turnovers.
Let's watch one more time. That's a really
Oh, wow. Really good play design there.
Quarterback work this well together. Anything is possible.
Ooh, kind of ran a screen there. But I don't know if the linebacker's getting it over there in time regardless. Arizona 9, St. Louis 7, extra point pending.
Anderson will line up for the point after. There's the kick.
Kick is up, kick is good. And we have a 3-point Arizona lead with 58 seconds to go. That definitely makes up for that 5-minute drive that came away with 3 points. A very quick scoring drive off of the turnover. 3 plays, 38 yards, 15 seconds. We saw a very quick scoring drive off of the initial turnover for St. Louis.
Lines up for the kickoff.
Kick is away.
Dixon fields it in the end zone. The 20. Tracked down at
Nice
the
run back
28-yard
there
line.
for the St. Louis Rams.
First down, Rams.
Well, this is a great opportunity to bring this game closer before halftime. Let's see if they can make something happen here.
53 seconds left.
You picked the wrong stadium to come to jump.
From the 28-yard line. Pitch to the outside. Tangled up in the backfield. A couple of little spin moves there are going to do nothing. And we'll likely see what San Francisco did toward the end of their half. Just kind of run it. Don't worry about the clock and just
Ball on the 28.
take it to half. Down whatever you're down and see if you can make some adjustments. St. Louis obviously in a better position than San Francisco was. There's a throw to the outside.
They tossed this
Short
one
gain
right
there.
side and completed. The receiver was stopped pretty quickly, however, and there's still a ways to go to move the chains, Dan.
It's 3rd and about 7. Miller drops back.
And here's for sure the final play. Caught out past the first down marker near the 40, but it does not matter as that is the end of half number 1. Arizona 10, St. Louis 7. And we have your halftime report.
Welcome to this playoff
62
edition of the
yards.
ESPN halftime update.
Nothing on the ground for St. Louis. That's a concern going into the second half. The time of possession difference is also a concern going into the second half. Arizona isn't outgaining them by a ton, I guess. The turnover is a key there.
For a total of 98 yards and 1 touchdown. A clear choice for our ESPN hot at the half
I don't know.
player. That's our halftime report.
I don't
I'm
know.
Clark Dishman.
I guess-
with a reminder to tune into the ESPN
I guess it's
postgame
probably
show at the
fair
conclusion
that-
of the game. Let's send it
I mean,
back to Dan and Peter.
St. Louis doesn't have a whole lot going offensively. It's been kind of a weird game. Both teams' best drives are off of turnovers. Otherwise, Arizona took a 5-minute drive to drive for a field goal.
There's the kick.
Not a whole lot else has happened.
Bennett will field
But
it.
here we go. Second half underway with a kickoff that is returned out to the 24-yard line.
First down, Rams.
Close game so far, and even though there's plenty of time left, they'd love to score on this drive.
Ball at the 24-yard line. Miller fades back.
Miller fades and drops, fires to his receiver, who's knocked out of bounds after picking up the first down. Rookie Prohl. Prohl?
After the catch.
They toss this one right side and complete it for a healthy gain. More importantly, however, they move the chains. Nice play.
Ball on the 36. No one in the backfield.
First and 10 from that 36-yard line.
Miller drops back.
Miller's going to drop back. Just nobody in the backfield.
On that play.
Makes it pretty easy for the
Davis shadowed his man well
Arizona
enough that
defense to
that pass
diagnose
went
what's
for
going to happen. Hey,
incompletion.
you think it's going to be a pass play? Probably. Defense pins their ears back, causes havoc in that backfield,
Second and 10.
and the quick pass is just kind of a mess. St. Louis again working with 5 wide receivers and a quarterback under center rather than from the shotgun. That's
Incomplete.
got some hands on it, but it's incomplete with the contact by the defense. Or contact with the defense, not necessarily by the defense, but contact with the defense is an incompletion.
Third and 10.
Hey, baby, just go on and keep the pass up.
They go with one man back. Miller drops back.
Miller drops back, rolls out, fires back across his body to the opposite side of the field. It's first down and 10 after a massive completion. You do not want to see your quarterback throwing that ball.
Travis Taylor steps up when the chips are down on third, baby. There's the catch.
I guess it's not really across his body because it is like
This
that.
guy will fight to
That's
the
way
end
worse
for the yards he
than
needs.
that, but still over. Ugh. Late over the middle.
Ball at the 49-yard line.
4 receptions, 35 yards on the day. It's a big first down for St. Louis here. They get out near midfield. They do keep this drive alive, obviously. That's the big piece of the puzzle. Miller lets it rip again. This time it's incomplete to Prohl. Selfishly and personally, I'm kind of rooting for Arizona. This is part of the problem that we've had with some of these seasons. NFL prime time 2002 was a huge, a huge reason for it.
Going with 4 wideouts.
Teams don't do a good job of adjusting their offense to the players that they have. They just run the offense no matter who's quarterback. So you could have the most skilled quarterback or the least skilled quarterback. You're going to see the same plays. And when they don't work, it looks awful. It's a Rams team that's a little bit of a surprise to be in the playoffs. They did get the advantage because they played in a pretty good division that beat up on all the other divisions. There were quite a few pretty bad teams in the NFC. And all they had to do was win to get in. That's what you want. You just want an opportunity to get into the playoffs and see what you can make happen. But this is a team that has one bad day, and it could be an ugly exit for them. For now, though, they're inside the 30-yard line around the 27.
Miller holds
It's
on.
first and 10, and Miller rolls out.
Caught over the middle.
Finds number 87 on the run.
10.
He's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. That's Ricky Prohill. Prohill?
First down.
And it is
Leaps up to
first
make
and
this
10
catch.
for St. Louis.
Take a look here.
Nice leaping grab there.
He's been taking some ballet lessons in the offseason, eh, Dan?
Well, you never know. Either way, that was a great catch, and they continue to move the ball upfield. The Rams are putting a good drive together. First down.
First and goal for Miller. Short pass into the flat. It's a nice little gain there. It looked like a really weird throw just with how that worked.
Incompleted, but
It's even more baffling that they're not running the ball because it's Edner and James in the backfield.
It's second and goal.
Jim Miller, 10 of 15 for 135, a touchdown and a pick.
Line up with two.
Half of the third quarter is gone. They completely shift out of the play that they're working with, or maybe just flip it. It's a big, tight formation. Looks like an offset I. Everybody's in the box, and still the Rams throw. It should have been a touchdown. It should have been an easy touchdown. Kelly had his hands on the ball. There was nobody near him.
Dan, I got to look close at this one.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he just plain missed that one.
Well, Peter, he just dropped 6 points.
My
Those are the catches
goodness.
You positively have to make.
It's third down and goal.
Third and goal. Miller, a drop.
Miller's going to drop back. He throws. It's caught. Touchdown. Ricky Prohill shows him how it's done.
There for the touchdown.
Catching a super short touchdown pass. Couple of defenders in the area, but it does not matter.
That was a tough
Even a
catch
little bit of
for
contact.
He pegged him for 6.
And it is a touchdown. St. Louis back on top.
Peterson lines up for the point after. It's up. The extra point.
Kick is up. Kick is good. And we are all set.
The Rams
14-10
that score, take
is
lead.
the
They're
game.
up 14 to 10. Peterson is back to kick it away. Good kick. Denson
Oh my
catches
goodness.
it in the end zone.
Please stop.
20.
23-yard return. First down, Cardinals.
They've been having a tough time passing the ball today, Dan. They need to set up some short passes and work into the bigger ones this drive.
Ball on the 21.
Everybody's watching. It's time to shine. Shotgun, tight right.
Flutie from the gun. Throws. It's caught in the
Flutie from the gun finds a completion. And it's out to number 86, and he'll pick up the first down.
He sends a telegram to his man for the completion. Take a
I
look.
love selling telegrams to
This
man.
passing offense spends so much time in practice reading plays and patterns that it's,
The tackle
it's
was a
almost
little low, and
instinctive
it
at
did
this
that weird
point.
thing where it kind of launched them past the first down marker.
Ball at the 32-yard line.
Doug Flutie is 10 for 14. He also has a touchdown and an interception. 109 yards through the air today.
Holmes with the carry.
Holmes is going to bounce it to the opposite side. A smart move on his part as he has 10 way more. He is into the secondary. Finally wrestled out of bounds after a huge gain, but unfortunately an injury for the St. Louis Rams. Number 54 down after that play. On what was that was a beautiful run. Excellent vision there. looked kind of to the right to see what was going on, bounced it back to the left, ripped off a huge run into Rams territory, and it's 1st and 10 just outside of the 40-yard line. Flutie under center, hands the ball off to Holmes again, tries that same side. Defense plays it a little bit better.
Peter, I want to stop here, if I may, go back a down, and talk about that run. That was a heck of a play.
Yeah, and it's what you expect, Dan. Priest Holmes
that
had
is
a
such
breakout season in
awesome
2001.
commentary.
He ran for over 1,500 yards, and he averaged.
I want to stop and go back a play and talk about that big run because there was an injury. Like, that's so good. Old sports games are way better than new sports games. Flutie drops back and fires. It's another big play for this Arizona Cardinals team, and he's going to take that to the house. I was going to say crib, but I felt like it was a little weird, but taking it to the house. It was a little in my Miles Dawkins mind. I've heard him say it so many times. It's like one of those phrases that you hear and you just kind of not like invades your brain, but it just gets in your brain and you see it happen on your side and you go like, oh, I know how to react to this.
Anderson will line up for the point after.
Shout out to the crib mode that would be in, I believe, 2K4. And I think really expanded in 2K5, where you could play Steve-O's team. The extra point is up. The extra point is good. Arizona back on top by 3, 17-14. Bit of a shootout here.
Westfall has the full details. Michelle?
It looks like he just bruised his thigh muscle. He's trying to stretch it out on the sideline, but he looks to be in a lot of pain.
Well, it's nice to hear
Bruised thigh muscle. Trying to stretch it out. We'll see if he comes back in this one. 36 seconds to go in quarter number 3. And a field goal separates our two teams here. Field goal, or kickoff a little bit short. Nice return back up to the 26-yard line. Kind of an average return number as far as like it was a 21-yard return. Average, normal. But because of where the kick was returned from and to, it's actually pretty nice. So here we go. St. Louis back out on the field. Miller fires in between a couple of defenders. That's a dangerous pass. Rips it for 14.
Ricky Prohl was the man in the middle on that play. Watch this.
Oof. Look at that. Number 20 was in good position, but hit triangle a little too soon. 30 does a good job turning around and getting the tackle. We'll see if we get one more play here before the end of the third quarter. 4 receptions, 49 yards, 12.2 yard average, and a touchdown for the actual St. Louis Ram. We shift out of the backfield. We do get one more play before the end of the quarter. It's an incomplete pass, and we will head to the fourth. 17-14 our score. Arizona on top of St. Louis. One last ticket to punch to the divisional round. That goose egg in the running game is horrifying. Even if it's unbalanced like it is on Arizona's side, 147-56, at least they're trying. And they have a good running back, and they're using him. The St. Louis Rams have a good running back, and they're just like, nah, it's fine.
They have their tight end to the right.
Second down and 10. Miller throws over the middle, and that's almost intercepted. Good drive on the ball there. It's either a good drive on the ball by the defense or it's just a bad pass on the offensive side. If that defender was just kind of in zone and
react quickly enough to get into position like that.
kind of threw it in his area. Kind of more of a bad throw, but you could still probably read it pretty nicely defensively and go from there. Miller drops back and fires. Easy reception. Not sure what the defender was doing on that play. It's a solid gain of 16 yards, and it's a 1st and 10 after Pathon comes up with the reception.
Once again, why you get the football to him. Take a look. A nice catch, but he's not the kind of player who settles for nice catches.
No question, Peter. He fights for every yard of turf like he owns, well, like he owns the deed on it. Ball on the 44.
Jerome Pathon
Drops back.
1st and 10 as Miller drops back and fires. That's an 11-yard gain and a 1st and 10. This Rams offense starting to get into a little bit more of a rhythm.
Throws a homing missile on this play. Check this out. Totally threads the needle.
There are two defenders there, Peter, and there was definitely not a lot of room for error.
Oh, absolutely. There was not a lot of room for anything.
Ball at the 33-yard line.
4 minutes to go here in our 4th and final wild card game.
Miller fades back.
And an empty backfield again for Miller. Nice job by the receiver to break in a little bit further. Maybe a little bit of a good throw on Jim Miller. We can give him some credit. Maybe throwing him open on that one. It looked like the defender. We're going to look at number 30 there. Maybe it's not the...
hop, skip, and a jump to 6. No one to stop him. Hey, well, what do you think about my
There's
telestrator?
3 red jerseys in that image alone.
Yes.
You're drawing
What?
X's and O's, Peter, all right? The Rams racked up their 4th first down on this drive. They're moving the ball very well. Haython in motion.
1st down and 10. Miller dropping back and firing. Dangerous pass, but comes up with yet another completion. Right on the money. This is where you would like to see any sort of run game. As a person who watched the Mike Leach Washington State Cougars, like, man, hey, if you could run the ball at any point, like near the goal line, would be great. If you could run the ball to use some clock, boy, that'd be fantastic. Just like on the ground. Easy. No? Okay.
It's 1st and goal.
See what St. Louis wants to do here. Wouldn't be surprised to see a throw. They do have this jumbo set. I pointed that out last time. It still was a pass. Maybe we'll go with a run for what might be the first time today. They'll pick up 2 and they'll keep that clock moving. I think that's what you want to do. If I were the St. Louis Rams at this stage in the game, I would take this down to the 2-minute warning and then go from there. You have a 2nd and goal. You have 2 more shots at the end zone, then you have a field goal try. You can whittle this down and walk out with either a big lead late in this game or a tie. James is going to get into the end zone, and the St. Louis Rams take a lead with 2:16 to go. I guess if you're feeling it, you're feeling it. It's kind of hard to argue, like, hey, we're in a flow, we're in a rhythm. Don't let them catch their breath. Be the aggressor. Like you do, try to balance it, though.
You are not kidding, Peter, and I like that 6-ville.
For some guys, it's not really a touchdown unless the ball's got a little blood on it afterwards.
Peterson lines up for the point after.
So apparently some people who play football are freaks.
There's the kick. He adds the extra point. The Rams take the lead with that score, 21-17. Peterson lines up, signals, and we're ready for the kickoff. Nice kick.
Kick is away.
Edwards
We
gets the
are
ball.
returning it from inside the 20, and we'll be taken down to the 25. 2:08 to go. If you're curious what I was looking at, it was an Xbox demo disc. Because I've been playing the driver series, and I was like, where is this disc? And then it
Ball on the 25.
was on the floor the whole time. There's 6 Xbox 360 demos. Whoop.
They line up with 3 wide out.
And me making a bunch of noise.
Goes in motion.
Flutie dropping back, fires off the hands of the receiver, incomplete, right at the first down marker. Probably would have given him a first down, but unfortunately it is an incomplete pass.
Second and 10.
Keep them where they are. Force them long. Hey, stay back, David.
Drops back.
Flutie dropping back and winging it. Oh, he has a receiver, and he is off to the races. He is going to step out of bounds right at the 2-minute warning.
The Cardinals, after the big pass last play, will have a first down. Graham lines up off right tackle. We'll see if he can step up yet again.
Speaking of Cardinals, Cardinal Redbird. Oh, it's intercepted. Oh, my goodness. St. Louis picked it. It's going back and dropped out of bounds. Oh, my gosh. Worst possible time for an interception right there. Holy moly.
That's an interception he'll long remember.
That is a terrible throw. Smith with a great, kind of unnecessary spin move there. Lost track of where he was on the field, but that was a huge return. Now, all St. Louis has to do is run the ball. They pick up one first down. They can ice this game. They can punch their ticket to the next round. Arizona, I believe, should have some timeouts on their side. They will finally run the ball. Entering James, though, pulls a man over. Oh, my goodness. Absolutely destroyed that Cardinal with a shoulder. What looked like it was going to be a 2 or 3 yard loss instead is a 4-yard gain. Second down and 6 coming up.
45 seconds. Bull in motion.
James slides and slithers his way through. I think actually coming up a little short there is kind of helpful.
Edwin James showed he's a competitor with this move here. What a terrific move. Nice job to boot.
Well, that stiff arm bought him some bonus yards there. It does pay to be aggressive when you've got the football.
Something looked like it popped on my screen. That was kind of weird. A little frightening. Third down and 1. Oh, he stays on his feet. That's going to win him the game. Oh, my goodness. Twice the Cardinals had contact in the backfield and just couldn't bring him down. The Rams ran it 5 times in this game total, and they were able to get exactly what they needed. The interception is huge and is going to win them this game. We'll take a knee and we will watch the final 90 seconds of this clock melt off. St. Louis is going to move on. They are I want to say they're the 5 seed. Or the 6 seed, actually. They might be the 6. Because Arizona should be the 3. So they will move on to face the 1 seed, which I'm not exactly sure who that is.
It's 2nd and goal.
I think Chicago and Atlanta finished with the same record. Some excellent clock management. I don't even think they're going to have to snap the ball again because there is 6 or 7 seconds that come off the clock between when the play ends and when the next one starts. We're going to have, that's it. 21-17, your final. St. Louis coming back. Huge pick. Huge pick for St. Louis to ice this game. We just crossed the 5-hour stream mark. Thank you everybody so much for hanging out. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for hanging out. This is a long one. These will be, the last couple episodes will be a little on the longer side, and we'll kind of go from there. If you like the content, please be sure to give this a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want. Yeah. Yes, I know this season hasn't been the cleanest. I think I missed a couple of weeks. One of them was sickness. The other was an internet problem. It might have been another week that I missed as well. So, my goodness. The second turnover was the dagger here for Arizona.
Look at
the 12 yards. 12 yards. That's all they needed. They needed like 2 yards to get a touchdown. They needed 10 yards to get a first down. That was it. 208 through the air, a couple of touchdowns, and 1 pick for Jim Miller. My goodness. What a victory for the St. Louis Rams. Let's get you caught up on all the action that happened today. The tree looks like this after round 1. Indianapolis beat Denver 10-0. They will go on to face Jacksonville in the AFC divisional round. New York beat New England 10-3. They will go on to face Cleveland. On the other side, we had Washington over San Francisco in an overtime matchup. They will face off against Chicago, and then Arizona. They fall at home to St. Louis 21-17. STL playing the ATL in round number 2. League leaders? Oh, do they not have the... They don't have the standings. I guess it's because it's not relevant. Let's go ahead and get this saved, and while that is saving, I can remind you that 1, I don't normally sound like this. I'm running out of steam here as far as my vocals are concerned. 2, if you like the content, like I just said, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you enjoy the content. I know the season has been a little bit rough. It's been a little inconsistent from when I'm posting it. The last couple of videos haven't done super well view-wise. I'd like to continue the series, but I might also put it on ice for a little bit. I'd like to do something a little more current. I like playing some of these older games, but I think it'd be fun if we could look at something current. The problem is the current Maddens don't allow you to watch games. Part of me is thinking like, hey, what if I were to kind of gamble a little bit? It's a losing gamble. It's not a smart gamble. I acknowledge that right off the bat. What if I put this on ice for a little bit, played some other stuff, did some other things, and then when the new Madden comes out, reinitiate this series as the football season starts? It's kind of my thought. I'd like to maybe try Madden NFL 25, which is a game that we already have. Do a current season randomizer if you can watch other games or if there's a way to do that. Maybe look at it like that. I know Andy Cortez had done something like that where he was watching a bunch of different games, but I think it involves different profiles and all that kind of stuff. Just sounds like, honestly, a nightmare. But maybe if there's a way to kind of work around it that's not too messy, that could be a possibility. We watch a couple of games here or there and enjoy current day football with a randomized roster and then do this in the off season. I don't think there are 40 weeks, so it might take a little bit of a reformatting for the episodes to kind of do that. Maybe try to shorten them to 15 episodes, something like that. That's kind of the thought that I've been having. So again, if you like this, be sure to watch it. Because, you know, as much as I enjoy doing it, sometimes I like kind of want to do other stuff. So maybe we'll take a little break from it. Just a little break. But yeah, you can subscribe right over here. I'll put the link to subscribe right over this gameplay here. You can watch more random rosters right here. You can watch me play baseball up here and check back tonight for a new installment in that series. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll see you next week for the divisional round right here on youtube.com/Seannosaurus, or streaming live Saturday nights on twitch.tv/Seannosaurus. However you watch, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.